Hello everyone. Welcome back. Once again, some more Baldur's Gate 2. So, today, there are a couple of things I want to get done. We are, first and foremost, almost certainly going to go and face Bodhi today. Or at least start that. But, last time I ran around, try and cleared up as much stuff as I could think of, and that's been the last couple of streams. And I think I've covered most things. Between last stream and this stream, though, I did go ahead, do a wee bit of an audit, so to say, of all the loose plot threads I could find and everything. And I think I found 4 things really of note. Just to run through these quickly, we have half of a journal here. And unfortunately, there's not much to make from here. I have never located the first half of this journal. So I think this one is just going to need to kind of stand unfinished as it is. Without that first half, there's not much I can make of this. Including south of the area, kept around columns of rock. That's probably out on the hills areas. But I've kind of been through there. I have not noticed anything while I was through there. And so I think that one just needs to go hanging. The second plot thread that I've never really followed up on is this Hand of Dace. We grabbed this back underneath the Spellhold Asylum, and as far as I'm aware, never found a use for it, which is a bit odd. Unfortunately, I do suspect if there is a use for it, it is somewhere underneath the Spellhold, or kind of in that dungeon, which as far as I'm aware, we do not have access to anymore. So I don't think there's much I can do with that either. Now, thirdly, we have this Bloody Tanner's letter. I've tried to chase this up before. I've tried looking into this a couple of times, in fact. And I'm afraid I'm quite stumped. It's very clearly a cipher of a different name, but I do not know what that name is. I could theoretically go save scum my way just through all the dialogue options. There's a lot, but I could just go through them one by one until we find whichever one is correct. But probably, I don't know, that just doesn't feel that fair. This is legitimately a puzzle that stumped me, not something I've made progress on, so I'm happy just to leave it in that state. Lastly, however, of these 4, there's still a Shadow Dragon kicking around. I had almost completely forgotten about this, but then I kind of went through, looked for my items. Oh yeah, we have the Shadow Dragon Wardstone. There's another dragon we can go fight. We've already killed Fearcrag, so hopefully this should now be in kind of the realm of possibility for us, because it definitely wasn't first time we showed up, at least not easily. And so I think that might be what we go to do first off today. We do have a couple of things just in the way of character quests and whatnot still to tackle, but I'm happy just letting those slide as it is. I don't feel the need to go pick up every single character, keep them in our party for a while until their whatever quest procs, and then go do that. We've done the quest for our own party members as they've come up, and I think I'm content with that.
Hi.
And so,
consider it done.
We have a dragon to go slay. And this will give us a bit more time to probably progress on the Five Flagons Tavern stuff too, because that's the other thing we still have to follow up on. So, out here in the temple ruins. Good. What's happening? Who's attacking us? Random bandits? That's what it looks like. Waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself. Okay. You look like a caster at the back there. A couple of these guys look thief type, a couple fighter type. Caster's the big problem.
Minsk and Bull stand ready.
Yep.
All our buffs are down because we've already been traveling for 8 hours. So
hello.
I am thinking, Ren, you probably want to quickly get a stone skin up. Cool. And then just start chopping if you can. Actually, try and chop the mage.
Yep.
We'll definitely be resting when we get to the dragons. We'll just throw all this stuff out. Bunch of magic missiles. Teach you a bit of a lesson.
How can I help?
Nalia, you maybe want to get out of the initial firing line. Yep, remove magic went down. Luckily, it looks like they're quite a bit lower level than us. That did not accomplish much. What do we want to throw out? You can try and polymorph.
Nature's servant.
You two
Every
focus on killing
hamster
that one.
has
Ready
his
for
day.
anything.
You can try and drop a hold person, maybe? That could be useful. Ah, you're cleric type. Okay, that makes you a bit more of a priority target. Good kill.
I await
Here,
your
try and get that one.
What's
Well
up?
done. That squirrel. Good polymorph. Not a tough fight at all.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep, yep.
Now, I believe I was saying something before I was interrupted. What was I talking about? Character quests? I think I've got everything I want to say done there. Just, you know, I've done the character quest for our own party members. Like, I could go grab Rasad like I was tempted to do, but if it's not giving us the quest immediately, then whatever.
Need something? You betcha.
So, we're going to go fight this shadow dragon. Oh yes, that was right, the Five Flagons Tavern stuff. That's what I was talking about. Doing this will give us a little bit to rest on that quest, because it does just seem to be a matter of waiting.
Rest would be welcome, lest we
And I
endanger
do
ourselves.
want to kind of follow up that quest if I
Okay.
can. Because that's the other outstanding thing. Get those actors to actually perform their play, see where that leads. This place is dark at night, hey. Luckily I think it's all pretty cleared, so we just need to make our way down to the bottom right of the map.
I
Go for
command
the
you.
eyes.
Just some
Hang
wild
on.
animals.
Go for the
Kinda.
eyes, yeah!
Really not a threat. Yeah, because like this is one of those places with the pillars of rocks, like I was talking about, but just looking on, like the, what's this option called again? Reveal details. If there's any hidden inventories anywhere, I'm not seeing any immediately. I really don't know what to make that half a journal. I need to get up there somehow. See if the party can pathfind on their own. Yeah, so confronting this dragon. So they're a shadow dragon, which I think means they're undead. Which means I probably have to worry about a few different things compared to when fighting Fearcrag. I don't think fire resistance will be as important. I'm curious what sort of like breath weapon or something you'll have. Will it deal cold damage, magic damage? I'll probably need to watch out for death effects. I will probably also need to watch out... Yeah, death effects, negative levels, maybe? Yeah. So, Ren is probably still on taking face point tanking stuff, which is good for the immunity to level drain already on Ren. So, because we'll do the usual buff sequence, stack everything up on Ren, throw them in. Minsk does have some better versus dragon gear. I'll need to think of us, like, oh, the halberd is Peridot, is that the sword? Yeah. Longsword, double damage against dragons. Which you probably want to use. Yeah, I don't... If it does cold resistance, then you'll get some use out of, like, the dragon helm and this shield. And actually, yeah, Frost Embrace. You're good against cold if it does cold damage to us.
Yep. Sure
We'll
thing.
poke our heads downstairs. Yeah, and then the dragon is just going to be with the runes bought in
Can
inventories
do.
that won't attack us. There it is.
Come on, what about now? Let's kill!
Now, rest
You
up
must
above.
gather your party before venturing forth.
Get everyone's fatigue off. Get our long-term buffs up. Get Ren's health back up. And then kind of see how we're going to approach this. I reckon what we might do is just kind of throw a quick suicide dash in at it, just to see what sorts of things it initially deploys. See if we can get any hints about how best to prepare to counter it. Make sure to get your belt up.
Hello.
18 Constitution. And get a stone skin up.
What's up?
So I reckon we'll
No
just
problem.
lead with just
Consider it done.
poking our heads in, seeing what this thing does.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep, yep.
Because I did talk to an aggro previously when we were through here once to see what happened and then reloaded, but I do not remember what it threw out. Other than that, it was very dangerous. So let's just quick save and talk to you. Thaxorcilia. How amusing that you petty fleshlings dare disturb the slumber of the shadow dragon. Are you daft? Blind? Whatever. I shall tear your bodies apart and feast on your innards, or you whimper and cry for mercy. So on an actual engagement, I would not want to be classed like that, but what are you going to throw out? Okay, you stone skin yourself. Simple enough. Remove magic. Nasty. Wing buffet. Okay. We've seen that before. Another wing buffet. Familiar died. Whatever. Familiar would not be in the way in the actual attempt. Are you going to cast anything real nasty? You just seem to be like swiping at me and using basic melee attacks. Like no big death spells or anything. You just spelled magic, but that's about it. Yeah, I think we might just be buffing up and going in.
You know what?
No real
Long time ago,
specific countermeasures needed.
I was like a moonblade.
So, Pseudo Dragon, you probably just want to go
Hi,
live
okay.
in Ren's inventory for this fight. Yep. Come here, I want to pick you up with my own pack where it's a bit safer. Eyes bright and practically leaps into your arms. Stowed amongst your belongings where it can sleep and occasionally poke its head out. You are a very cute dragon, Pseudo Dragon. So we'll want
You
to
point
split
where
our party
Minsk
up a bit.
goes,
That's
evil stands aside.
Yep. I meant to click
Nature's
on
service is
GTR.
done.
Yep.
Split our mages up.
How can I will do what I can.
Okay, so the only thing throughout
Yep.
was a remove magic. So let's see, if I look on my own spell books. Okay, remove magic. So 15-foot radius, combat version dispel magic, only affects opponents. Remove magic spell dispels magical effects. Include stuff from spells, potions, certain magical items such as wands, does not affect enchanted magical items. Base chance is 50%, every level above the original caster increases by 5%. No real idea for like what sort of level we're looking at on this dragon. Like, Ren's very high level, but this could be a level 30 or 40 creature for all I know. I'm not too certain how the scaling works. Slight difference in levels, or it's at least 1%. Okay, yeah. So, combat version of spell magic. If we look at... I should have summoned to spell magic, no one, right? Remove magic. There we go, dispel magic. Does not affect enchanted magical items or spell protections, this is spell turning or spell deflection. Yeah, so we can just remove the risk of Ren's debuffs getting removed by making certain to have abjuration and protected against. Though we probably want spell turning on anyway,
Hello.
which will get rid of that, so... Okay, one thing we'll definitely want to do is resist fear. That's
What's
actually
up?
before we
Sure
split
thing.
up, so we'll get resist
Uh-huh.
fear down. Okay, should do something nasty with that, because Fear Crag, I seem to remember, definitely threw fear effects out. You didn't in that little brief fight we saw, but... Cool. Everyone has fear resisted. Then we'll want to
Swords,
swap
not
Minsk's
words.
equipment around. I'm assuming it's okay to go down to a... Yeah, to a +2 weapon, just for the double damage versus dragons. Hopefully this works.
Need something?
Okay, then
Am I needed?
buff-wise, we have a haste effect. We can throw down on ourselves. That would probably be a good idea. Mirror images, which we'll want.
Ready for anything.
Let's see.
Hi.
Yeah, I'll focus on getting Ren buffed up first. So we want Blur to be cast. Then we shall... The tensor transformation goes last, and with sequencing, I cannot do improved invisibility immediately, not if I want someone else to cast anything on Ren. Yep, that was not improved invisibility, that was spirit armor, it's doing the thing again.
What do you want?
So I think, yeah, just a generic haste down on everyone seems like a good idea.
Please, let me help.
Yeah, True Sight. I could stick protection from energy on Ren. That could be fun. Yeah.
Happy to help.
That's a new spell I
To
can
try
make
to
use
help
of.
anyway.
Yep.
Cool. So, yeah. Next, everyone gets their mirror images up.
I'm ready for anything.
I'm ready.
I await your need.
What do you have? We cast, we get a Bless down. Defensive Harmony. Death Ward could also be useful on Ren if Ren is tanking.
Hello.
So you get that ready. Improved invisibility, spell deflection, spell immunity. Okay, I think we just get haste down
Ready
now,
and willing.
and then Ren is good to start
What's
casting
up?
invisibility and tensor transformation on themselves. Yeah, last few buffs. Oh, no, not yet.
Can
I
do.
do want protection from energy up first.
Just ask, and I'm glad to be of assistance. Where can I be of most use?
Get that done.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and minus spell deflection. I might not do the immunity just in case. I'll just stick minus spell deflection. Hopefully that will work on the kind of remove magic effects. And then, yeah, we'll get down Tensor's transformation. And
Mince
start getting
and
people into
booze,
position.
Jump on my sword while you can, Evil.
Yes,
I won't
I
be
am
as
willing.
gentle. Live by the sword.
Yes,
Live
fine.
a
Something up?
good long
go?
time.
How can I help? Always willing
Fan
to
out,
try.
fan out.
Need something?
Cool.
No problem.
And I will open by talking rather than just attacking, because that seems polite. Oh, actually no, you probably want to get an offensive spin up. There we go. And
Hi.
let's see how this works out
Armored,
for us.
sharpened, and raring
I
to
am
go.
ready.
Well, I want you... I
I
probably
go.
don't want you engaging in melee
What'll it be? Sure.
here, so mages can all just start throwing spells
Time to
at
move?
range. All sorts of stuff. Let's throw out Melph's Acid Arrow, see if that does anything. Some Magic
I needed?
Missile, see what that does. Probably not going to be able to just use one of the instant kill effects on you, which is tragic. I could summon out that sword. The sword is always useful.
It is a
Raise fun.
Okay, immediately took 20 slashing damage. That is a good sign. I never used that bless, never mind. I could conjure some animals. They can act as a bit of ablative armor if it decides to try and focus on something else. Okay, you have magic resistance. However, you can take some magic, like one of those missiles has gotten through. And another one. Okay, 3 resisted, 2 hit. Resisted, yeah. The missile. You go in. Okay, it's now using the Dragon Fear ability. It didn't use that last time. That was what we saw. But luckily, we're all immune to fear. Okay, monster summoning. Get a skeleton in. Go summon in a skeleton.
Ready for anything.
Now, if it's resisting spells, I reckon we might have a better chance of melting minute meteors than just hurling normal magical effects out.
Please, let me help.
Wing buffet. Okay, it just got a bunch of buffs up. Protection from magical weapons. Wings got thrown back. We will probably want to breach. Try and get rid of that. That should be... Yep. Cast breach. Cool. Yep, breach seems to have worked.
Who says what?
Yeah, your health is going down. You're struggling here. Minsk is just getting thrown around. You need to move to your round behind it rather than just charging from the side because you keep getting hit by the wing buffet. You did manage to get a hit in on her though. Well done, Minsk. Okay, the bears are getting root. Wow, you went way back there, Minsk. Can you even get there? Is that out of bounds?
You point sword, stand back.
No, apparently that's
for
fine.
Justice.
And yeah, the bears are doing a good job tanking. Knocked unconscious, but...
Minsk and see battle foe. Run, boy, run!
Another good hit. Minsk is just getting thrown around. Cannot get close to them. Well done. Killing blow from Ren. Very good. 45,000 experience.
Every make way, villainy.
So
Hero
aside from
coming
Minsk
through.
spending most of that battle being violently thrown against walls, that went pretty well.
Speak your mind.
You know, I think, initial impressions, you are considerably less threatening than Fearcrag. Fearcrag was throwing out those big fire breath attacks and stuff. You didn't do anything really beyond basic dragon wiping and wing buffets. I mean, you did throw up a protection for magical weapons and try and dispel magic, but
Yep.
those are not too bad at all. What did you drop, by the way? You dropped a bunch of gold. Good. Shadow Dragon Scales. Okay, that is something we can take to make a new suit of armor from. Looking at what Fearcrag's armor was, it probably won't be very impressive, but I do want to do that anyway. And gems.
I'm out of pockets. Sorry.
We can release the familiar. You are now safe, friend.
Consider it done.
Good little familiar.
I'm out of pockets. Sorry.
Take all of your gems. And... the Cromfair Scroll. This yellow sheet of parchment describes the process used by ancient dwarven smith Silverblade to forge the original Hammer of Thunderbolts, as well as the means by which he intended to continue to shape the weapon into its ultimate forms. By combining Hammer of Thunderbolts, Gauntlets Overpowered, Girl of Strength, using the power of the hammer's true name, an ultimate scroll destruction could still be completed, ultimate weapon construction could still be completed using the scroll. That is what Cromwell was talking about, the true name we needed to find. Oh, that is wonderful. I was expecting the scales. I was not expecting to find that. We have two things to do to Cromwell now. Hopefully 26k is enough to do all this.
Hello.
Oh, I was wondering where that fourth
Gather your
component
party
would be.
before
I figured it might
venturing
be
forth.
like later on.
You must
like
gather
we'll
your party
go
before venturing
into
forth.
base Bodhi or maybe into the Elven City and find it there.
What's up?
But apparently not. So, let's see. Yep. Hang on 1 second. Bots in chat. Just need to deal with those. Usually the automod gets them, but this one snuck through. Cool.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, back to the city, back to the docks district. Can I sneak out this side? No, I need to actually leave this area. Leave the map here. Back to the docks. Another 16 hours back.
Need something?
Yeah, no immediate kid kind of saying, oh, you need to come
You
to the
betcha.
theatre. But I reckon after waiting for Cromwell to forge stuff, because like that's a rest break, 8 hours I'm pretty sure for each of these, that might be enough time to go continue on with the Five Flagons Playhouse. Cool lighthouse. I really like this fire effect. This is a real pretty game.
Hi. Okay.
So, Cromwell, I believe I have a couple of things for you to do. I'll do the... Yes, like the hammer. I think you should be able to find it in the bag of holding. I am going to lose some stuff, though, when I combine this. Like, Girdle of Frost Giant Strength is going. Place of the Story of the Hills. Jahira's going to lose her 18 strength. Which will be a bit sad. Yeah, because you'll drop back down to 15, and you have a big spike in combat effectiveness. Look at that. Thaco 4 down to Thaco 1 with this on. And your damage, like, your minimum damage is higher than your maximum. Because of that difference in strength stat, but I do want to do
Yep.
this.
Sure thing.
I need a swig of some
Good night to you, my friend. Good to see you back in my forge. It is. Be there something you need? I don't know if I notice here time-sensitive dialogue. That is a nice touch. So, do I have anything you can forge into an item? Give me a minute to rummage through your stuff. And a scale of a beastie? Aye, you've collected the scales of a shadow dragon. By the soul forger, 'tis a grand sight. Make a suit of armor from yon scales, if you like. What would that involve? 2 things, my friend. Cost you 5,000 GP for the work, no less. Without an apprentice, you have to stay here a full day, help me run the forge. Sounds fine. Let's do it. Such a commission would start on it right away. No sense wasting time. Yeah, the suit of armor we got from the Red Dragon Scales was not that impressive. I'm assuming it'll probably hold true here as well. Because, yeah, for, like, our mages, we only want mage armor, which is presumably will not be. And for characters who can wear proper armor, you really do want to go for as heavier armor as you can. Even good medium armor is seemingly worse than kind of crappy heavy armor. There you go, my friend. Use it well. Let's have a look at this. Acid resistance. Suit of armor formed from interlocking shadow dragon scales. Elegant workmanship, practical considerations make this armor both beautiful and useful. Shadow dragon scales grant the wearer extra protection from acid. Armor class 1. Yeah, as expected, that is not very impressive. Like, has an innate elemental resistance, plus 50, but that would be the only thing you'll possibly use it for. Acid resistance seems to be a bit rarer than fire or cold resistance. In the equipment I can recall seeing. just like, look this, you can't even equip this because it counts as a magical item. Like 1 AC, then -1 and 0. Compare this to 1, -3, -2. Like, this is an unenchanted item that it lets me stack it with the guard's ring, meaning this is for all practical purposes, 2 points better on base AC and 4 points better on the special, like, reduction to AC on the slashing, piercing, and missile. Still nice to have though, so that can go in the bag of holding. I wonder if there's other classes that can only equip medium armor, can't like run full plate. It doesn't quite sound right though, because like, who would that even be? Maybe a druid? Yeah, because like, Jahira's a druid fighter, she can use the heavy equipment. If you just had a normal druid, maybe this dragon cell stuff could be more useful on them. Because druids can't wear metal armor, I believe. Yeah, that would make a bit of sense. And I guess the archer kit for the fighter. Barbarians. There's a few classes that probably appreciate medium armor, but for the most part, heavy does seem to be the way to go.
Hello.
Now,
do.
Cromwell, do I have anything you can work with? Not the Ankeg scales. What have we here? The Hammer of Thunderbolts, Gauntlets of Ogre Power, a Girdle of Frost Giant Strength, and a scroll with the Thunder Hammer's true name, From Fair. It is a collection that will widen the eyes of the Soul Forger himself. I create the Cromfreya for ye, friend, if you've the interest, of course. What would that involve? 10,000 GP? Cool. I'm prepared to do that. Let's get to work. I wonder if it'll actually deal lightning damage now, if it'll still be called Thunderbolt Hammer, and just not do anything lightning related. I don't know if I'll have anyone to use this with. I don't think we've anyone with hammer proficiency. Which is a little bit sad, but oh well, same deal with the dragon armor. I want to make this even if I'm never going to use it. Another sleep. There you go, my friend. Use it well. Comes across anything else of interest, he knows where to bring it, aye? What are we looking at? Lost 5? That's nice. This is the true name that the dwarven weaponsmith Silverblade gave to the weapon he intended to create for his son. Alas, his son died before the weapon was ever completed, but here it stands complete. Forged from the combined magic of the original hammer with the Gauntlets of Ogre Power and the Girdle of Frost Giant Strength. Cromfreya gifts its users with all the powers of the original hammer, which, as far as I can recall, it did not have any, in addition to enormous strength, the ability to kill golems, ettins, and trolls in one blow. Equip strength 25. Oh my stars. You might be worth equipping even without hammer proficiency with that buff. You know, like the penalty on your Thaco, that is going to be well outweighed by that extra bonus given by that strength score. So it slays stone golems, clay golems, ettins, and trolls. I'm assuming on hit, if you land a hit, it doesn't say anything about rolling a save. Does it just kill them immediately? Or do they need to, like, roll save versus death or something? It actually deals electrical damage now. Would you look at that? Speed factor 1. Not usable by fighter druid. Is usable by rangers. Is usable by bards. Come on, I wanted to slap this on Jahira. That is a real nasty weapon. That is a weapon so nasty, it's probably worth picking up hammer proficiency for it. Look at that. You need to get your new belt. Now, we've lost our previous strength enhancing stuff, which is a bit sad. Yeah, I would have really liked to give this to Jahira. But unfortunately, it looks like Jahira's just going to be a bit weaker now. Look at that. Mount -6. 19 to 25. On your two-handed, yeah, you were just worse, like damage-wise and attacker-wise with a big two-handed weapon than you would be just fighting with a one-handed weapon and a shield. What does this do to Ren stats? Like if I throw this in your offhand rather than the Flail of Ages. Like the 33% chance of slowing a target is nice. That does come up quite frequently. You get 3 better Thaco. And substantially better damage. Throw you in your offhand. Here you go to -2, -1, 18 to 27. Ren has the potential to get real nasty. Yeah, quite sad I can't give this to Jaheira. Do I want Minsk fighting with a one-handed weapon for now? I think that might be the way to go. Just make Minsk really lethal. 19 to 27. Well, I could just stack up on Ren even higher. 18 to 27, 19 to 25. I wonder if Ren can get proficiency with hammers. I can't remember the types of equipment you can use. Minsk almost certainly can. Minsk can get up to +2 in hammers, in fact. So I think what we'll be doing, swapping over to that. Like the Skull Crusher is good, but not nearly that good as a single-handed weapon. I think Lilla Core is just going to a side piece of equipment, not our primary use.
Are we gonna kill something now?
What's your advice on that? What's your status,
What's
sword?
my status? Well, since when do you care about me unless I'm impaled in something's guts? Oh, well, fine. Let me think for a minute. I'd appreciate some quality time in my scabbard. Take a break!
Oh, that's
who am I
good.
kidding?
Not going to listen to the rest of that
Attack!
sentence. Glad to hear you're happy being sidelined, Lilla Core.
Armored, sharpened, and raring to go.
Look at that. Look at that. 25 strength. Oh. You are going to hit real hard, Minsk. You won't be able to do the fight over the heads of people stuff, because you need the big two-handed weapon to get that longer reach. But you will be hidden real hard.
What's up?
Ren's hidden hard enough with just the Celestial Fury and the Flail of Ages. And both the slow and the stun being stacked on the same person is quite funny. So, before we move out, get your buffs up. We don't actually know if we're going to be going into a combat situation, so maybe I could have left that. But it does not take long.
Uh-huh. No problem. Consider it done.
Now, still no kid coming to talking about heading to the playhouse. I will wander over there. Oh, Jaheira is... Ah, that's the other problem with dropping Jaheira's weight. She's encumbered now. Okay, so... What's that? That is 4 weight. It's 4... You don't even have too much in the way of heavy stuff. Kind of filling up your inventory. I mean, you can toss that to Nero, just help complete her miscellaneous staff collection. And you are still 13 over. Ooh. Yeah, that is not good. Your strength is not really high enough to be carrying all this really heavy armor. These potions are actually weighing you down quite a bit. I'm unlikely to need like that many of those. We can toss those in the bag of holding. See this shield. Sure, toss this shield over to Minsk to hold Yeah, and I cannot equip you with much, but that gets you to the point where you can move properly without being over encumbered. Armor class +3 versus armor class +4. I'm probably happy just with the stat resistance over the 1 extra AC, I think there. The dragon is going the wrong way, of course. And this will get even nastier under here if I need to equip the Shield of Baldur for any reason. Very, very sad fighter druids apparently cannot use the hammer. So here would have been able to... That would have been a big strength spike, because she's still using just this +2 club. I need to find better high-level like scimitars or clubs for her. She can fight
Need
with.
something?
So poke our heads
Hi.
over in
Yep,
the
yep, yep.
tavern, and then if there is nothing happening here, I reckon we're off to the graveyard district. It's maybe not advisable to go hunt vampires in the small hours of the morning. Well, that's probably what
You
we'll
must
be
gather
doing
your
anyway.
party before venturing forth.
Yep. You betcha.
You must gather your
Your
party, before venturing forth.
Hello. Okay.
Tell me here, Gold, have I missed anything?
Theatre life is
No,
never
no
dull.
end of complications, are there? Bloody actors. Well, that's all just continuing on.
What's up? Sure thing. Can
Okay.
do.
Off to face Bodhi.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Uh-huh. No problem.
Still never figured out whether it's faster to go down or up. Guess we'll walk the full length of the bridge. Ren trapped behind the Cedar Dragon. You're trapped behind Minsk. Party's making it. Yeah, I think we've got all the allies I could think of. Should have some paladins, some thieves, and a certain adventuring party. All shown up.
Massive pest. One that I am finding difficult to ignore.
Hello, Bodhi. Wonder if I had come out here during the daytime, would you have not been able to show your face? Honestly, Ren, I simply do not know what to do with you. I grow tired of seeing you in my shadow. I'm not the one that fled our last encounter, Bodhi. Sorry if I scared you. You're all Shadow Bodhi. I'm the light that will mark the new day. And I grow tired of you. I'll have your head on a pike before we are through here. I do kind of like this first one. It's an interesting line. I'm not the one that fled off last encounter, Bodhi. Sorry if I scared you. I wonder if you'll respond. Hardly. It was simply more important I report your condition to Irenicus. He's decided it is of no importance, interesting though it is. Regardless, I've not the time to stand here discussing what you will or will not do. I have more important duties to take care of. You follow in the hopes of retrieving something dear to you. I say that the longer you keep this up, the more you will lose. Take the half-elven wild mage there. I understand you developed a relationship of sorts. It's so hard when something terrible befalls one's beloved. Don't you agree?
We're not a couple. It's complicated.
Regardless, half-elf, you're coming with me.
What? No way!
You won't... Yep, teleported away.
You live so long as I tolerate it.
You live so long as I tolerate it. That's interesting. What? Why is Bodhi saying what? Did something happen? Yeah, Bodhi seems surprised by something. I don't know if someone else might have intervened there and grabbed Nira. Let's go, Nira, where'd you take her? Because if I'm correct, this would be the one that might get information that she didn't take her. Curse wild mages. Kill them. Okay, something happened with wild magic. Okay. Kill them. Who's going to be approaching? I don't see anyone.
Happy to help. To try to help anyway.
Take me, you creepy... Wait, Ren? She got you too? You have not materialized back in if you're back here, Nira. She didn't get you? What's going on? She got nothing. Oh yeah, let's just go. She got nothing, so... She tried to teleport me. I felt a surge coming on. Next thing you know, I'm standing here with you, and she isn't. The surge must have interfered with her spell, lucky for us. Parents, I love wild surges. Come on, let's get out of here. I'm so fortunate that you would have enjoyed your time with Bodhi. There are times when I love wild surges. Come on, let's get out of here.
Need something?
I'm ready. Yes, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, you were stacked on top,
Hi.
which is why I could not see you. Bodhi gave an order to kill us, but no one attacked.
Consider it done.
Oh, there's Bodhi. There's the vampire. I figured she was just talking from the shadows somewhere, but she was just out of line of sight.
Yep.
Ren, you take point, please. Try and avoid level drains. That seems to be working. You do not have 18 constitution, Ren. Bodhi's just standing there. Magic resistance. Okay, yeah, we can attack her. Oh, wow. Yeah, you do not have your buffs up, for whatever reason, Ren. Defensive spin, and you're being hit real badly. This might actually go quite poorly. Drink a potion.
Taste my steel!
Minsk,
point
where are
where
you going?
Minsk goes.
Yeah, this is probably not using the sword.
That's
Minsk cannot fit in to fight
Oh,
there.
for the love, what'll it be?
Okay, so you have very high magic resistance. We'll have some difficulty hitting you with spells. Only done time to try and reduce it. Just throw out magic missiles.
Just
Try and
ask, and I'll
punch
do
through
it.
it. Flame arrow might be nice if that
What do you want?
works.
Oh, that's a lot of blood.
Please don't die. Please don't die. We're going to get this through. Ren is now fatigued.
Oh, that's a lot of
Where
blood.
can I be of most use?
Throw more spells out.
Name it.
Minsk is fighting another vampire.
Swords, not words.
And you have a walk accompanying you. A summoning spell must have gone down. Nah, damn it. Lost Ren. Yeah, I need to get my buffs up. I did not realize they were down. Almost got Bodhi first try, though. Yeah, load. Quick save, load there.
Hi.
Weird that Bodhi's not hostile. Yeah, I cannot get Ren's constitution up, for whatever reason, but... can get a stone skin. Actually, everyone's buffs are down, it looks like. They've been hit with like a dispel magic at some point.
Yep. Okay.
Let's not be cheeky and attack her, just... what are you
Are
doing?
becoming an impressive pest. One that I am finding difficult to ignore.
Same dialogue? Yeah, she's just saying the same things again. The one that fled our last encounter. Regardless, they don't have time to... Yeah, discuss what we will not do.
We're not a couple.
Yeah, same dialogue.
It's complicated. What? No way.
And then she teleports away.
You live so long as I tolerate it.
Yeah, Nero, why did you take a curse while mages kill them? Okay, that did not happen last time. Last time she just... Yeah, no vampires came in. Okay, now she teleports away. I think something had broken. No, I am now suddenly quite glad that I was defeated previously.
Hello. Sure thing.
Because I am not too certain what would have happened if I just killed Bodhi before she could teleport away. Look at how hard that hammer hits.
You point, I punch. So
People, please fall back behind, Ren.
Evil stands aside.
Bats and gaseous forms. Yep, shredding vampires as they come in. Minsk got dire charmed. That is not good.
It is done.
Yep.
Can we get him back? He's saved.
How I will do all I can. Magic fizzled.
Yeah, you guys just run around, try and leave Minsk alone. Bugger. Minsk killed the familiar. We need to reload. Yeah, I think something is quite...
Hi. Okay.
Yeah, I think something broke with Bodhi because she wasn't on screen when she started speaking. And she's kind of meant to be... to spawn in a bunch of vampires to attack us, but that never actually happened.
For the fallen!
So we know there is a vampire over here that we can kill.
With vengeance!
Yes!
Get rid of you first, and now let's get everyone lined up to try and deal with these vampires as they come in.
Yep. Sure thing.
So, you, yep, do not currently have a stone skin up. We definitely want that ready. You're over there. You're over here.
Evil
Nature
stands
is done.
You're over here, and then we
That's
can
it?
throw up some big
Okay.
AoE effects with the
Yep,
mages.
gotcha.
Hello.
And yeah, I will speak to Bodhi first before I attack her because I don't want to do that breaking sequencing
do.
thing
You are
again.
becoming an impressive pest. One
If I
that I
scared
find
you-
difficult to ignore.
We're not a what? No way.
You live so long
Nero
as I
teleports
tolerate
out. And we start killing vampires.
Swords, not words.
What do you want?
Okay, so... Sure, throw down chain lightning. We are going to want to
Am
rest
I
after
needed?
this anyway. Throw down a... Try and disintegrate one of them. See how
What's
that
up?
works for us.
Yes?
Feel the backhand.
Oh, gotta save.
Please, let me help.
Did Ren get mind controlled there? Yeah, Ren got dire charmed. Which means Ren got hit by the chain lightning.
Whoops.
Name it.
You're both casting something.
I'm
No,
ready.
just give me one is. You try and get control back of Ren. Yeah, Jahira just had some levels drained. Failed to get Ren back on side. And Ren is now going to kill Jaheira.
I am ready. I am willing.
There we go. Pull you back.
Just ask, and I'll do it.
Ettercap, please do not try and kill our fellow party
Where
members.
can I be of most use?
Let's try and get you back on side.
Ready and willing.
Try and get you back on side. There we go.
Ready for anything.
Yeah, and here comes Nira. Yeah, she got nothing. Good old wild search.
Uh-huh. No problem.
And we are going to need to rest. We're going to need to go get Jaheira's levels back.
Consider it done.
Oh, more vampires incoming.
Creature from feed the earth!
Yep.
There we go, another vampire down. Oh, I'm still a bit thrown off by the fact that we almost killed Bodhi there first time round. Right, and I'm very much assuming that was not how that is meant to happen. Where's the quickest place to access a temple from? Pretty sure it's the temple district, which makes sense.
Yep.
Yep, right
You
here by
betcha.
the entrance.
Hello. Okay.
You're
Never
gonna give
betray
me...
trust. Such is the will
What?
of the Vigilant One.
I didn't even realize what that dialogue was. I thought I was just trying to remember who I got temple services of, so... I've come to ask for Helm's aid in a matter most important, High Watcher. In this, as in all things, Helm shall perform his duty. What is the matter, Ren? Tell me, I shall tell you how Helm may aid you. I must do battle with a powerful vampire here in the city, and I cannot face her alone. I ask for the church's aid. I know of this vampire, Bodhi, yes? Helm knows that she endangers all. We are guardians, servants. I wish we could join you in this struggle. We have nothing to aid you with. I suggest you approach the Paladins of the Radiant Heart if you have not already. Okay, and he'll refer you to the Paladins.
Helm requires nothing further for the moment. You will be
What's
summoned
up?
if you are needed.
Sure thing.
So, who do I ask for help from here? Is Lothran, you the person who can remove negative levels for me?
Can do.
Helm sees all.
Yes, I
Know
do
us
require
and
the
be
services of
judged.
Helm. Oh, you sell some enchanted equipment. Oh, greater restoration. A couple of restoration scrolls might also be useful. Yeah, we're possibly going to be fighting quite a few vampires, so we will just grab 3 of those at the same cost as coming back here and getting the priest to do it. So, Soldier here, you can just hold those loose in your inventory so I remember I have them.
Need something?
Understand, my son, that is the reason that we have this duty to perform. Very good, sir.
Now,
No problem.
back to the graveyard. Nalia, you
Rest
coming?
will be
Glad
welcome,
to be of
lest we endanger
assistance.
Hi.
ourselves.
Consider it done.
Graveyard, travel,
Yep.
and a couple of entrances to lower tombs. Try and remember which way would be the
Yep.
quickest. I think through here is the one that leads me straight into Bodhi's lair. So we'll approach through there. Once we're down inside the tomb, I can quickly rest. I want to get... Hello, mate. Stein, who are you?
Hello. You betcha.
Hi, friend.
Oi now, what are you doing sneaking up on Fel in the middle of bleeding night? Well, it depends. What are you doing here? Just doing a little business, more like. Fools like to bury excellent valuables with the corpses. They won't miss them, you know. If I don't dig them up, someone else will. Hey, this here's my own area. When we join in your own business, you have to go somewhere else, aye? Well, I've already looted plenty of graves, so... Yeah, alright, I'll leave you alone, mate. Well, away with you then.
What's up? Okay.
We have other business to attend to. More
Victory?
vampires.
Unclear. Destruction?
It is a bygone.
Certain.
That is a grave from a previous quest I just clicked on. I don't know if I'd gotten that description before.
Uh-huh. Sure thing.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Cool. Yep. And I was... That's interesting. We've lost the map for this area. I wonder if some things have changed since we were last down here. Oh, people have shown up. Looks like paladins.
Need
Can I
something?
speak to
No
you?
problem.
Gods look upon you kindly.
The paladins of the Order of the Radiant Heart are here to fight at your side, Ren. Glorious shall our victory be if this great evil can be brought to an end. Cool. Now, my good paladins, I do, however, need to quickly rest. Get that fatigue off to here, get everyone with their spells back up.
Hi.
Well, they seem to be happy to wait for us. There we go. Looking much more ready to go into a fight now. Being like this when we first met Bodhi, we could have killed her outright.
Consider it done.
Symbol death. Okay, I'm pretty sure this place is fully repopulated with loot, because I don't remember level 8 scrolls being in here before. Powerful enchantment that allows the wizard to inscribe a symbol on the ground or any other surface. The symbol will remain there until someone gets too close, at which point it will explode, causing all those within the area to make save versus death or die. Creatures with any respectable amount of hit points are immune to the effect.
Something up?
You're locked.
Good to go.
The thieves have been standing around here and don't seem to be reckoning it's booby-trapped, so... Finger of Death, some more stakes.
Hello. Yep.
That's the other thing we need to do. I'll just toss. So that's probably more of a nearer scroll in that. We need to get some holy water and our stakes ready and prepared. Bag of holding. Let's get a vast quantity of stakes out. That should be more than enough. And where was that? Holy water. Here we go. Elven holy water. 3 pieces of it. Yeah. Blessed by the elven god Rilliphane. Water specially made to combat vampires. I can stick that in my quick items.
Mince
Speak
and
your
Boo
mind.
stand ready.
Nature's servant awaits.
I just try and use this. Okay, so use it on someone. Right. I might just reload this, but if you drop that on Ren, what happens? Nothing? Ren didn't get a buff of any sort off that? Maybe we need to throw it at vampires.
Hi.
So what did I replace? One of the heavens? Sure. Yeah, that is acceptable. Jahira,
Yep.
you have some
Okay.
holy water you can potentially throw at vampires. Valen. My mistress bids you welcome, Ren. Some fledglings.
You point, I punch.
Dell. I'm assuming these are named vampires rather than generic names of vampires.
In my father's name. Hello.
Far too many bodies trying to cram into the corridor, but we are chopping through these fine. My knight, we return to the Order House. Ren and I go to face Bodhi. Okay, so the paladins
What's
are
up?
splitting up.
Uh-huh. Sure thing.
Yeah, and there's vampires in here to be staked. See who ended up with those steaks. Ren, you
Need
have a
something?
couple. We might as well get these out of your inventory.
Can do.
Stake that vampire. Can't stake this one yet, but can stake this one.
Hi. No problem.
I believe I recognize these. Yep. Here we have Drizzard and his party hanging out.
In my
Feel the
father's
fat
name!
hand of
Let's just
justice.
come in and help them out as much as we can. I'm assuming these guys are capable of handling themselves. Yeah, this does not seem to be posing much of a problem. Wolfgar got hit.
In my father's name!
Yeah, Drizzard and Co. making short work of these. That's it. Ren and I can handle the rest. My thanks, friends. We shall meet in the graveyard when I finish the work. Always you be getting all the fun, elf. Always you be getting all the fun, elf. Of course, we'll be picking up, like, one member from each of the groups we found, so we keep Eric Vastron and Drizzard accompanying
Yep,
us.
consider it done.
We are here, and right you were, I think, in asking for our aid. These crypts crawl with the undead. This shall be a difficult battle for us all.
Can I speak to Eric again?
This place is just too darn creepy.
Does not look like
I
it.
really want out of here.
Bit of gold. This unholy pool is filled with fresh human blood, nearly overcome with horror at the thought of the vampire's savagery. You pour one of Elhan's vials of holy water into the pool, and the result is immediate. The pool churns violent for a few seconds, and then it's cleansed of evil. Okay, so the holy water is for interacting with things, not for throwing at people. Noted.
Hello.
Yep, the pool has been cleansed. Vampires can no longer draw energy from the blood.
Yep.
So, Ren has grabbed a level up, I
Nature's
see.
servant awaits.
Before we
It
do
is
that,
done.
however, we killed a couple more named vampires, and so if we come back here, yep, they've retreated and can be staked. No, you're both truly dead. Okay, still none there.
What's up?
Ren, you, however, have a level up. Level 24. Can you get hammer? You can get hammer proficiency. That is tempting. That is tempting. Yeah, additional weapon efficiency, 3 hit points, 5 lore. Yeah, you can equip a wide variety of things. Barter swords, long swords, short swords, axes, two-handed swords. Oh. Do I want to give you hammer? You can maybe crit the Cromfrere. I think I do. What's this? I was wondering why it wouldn't let me go through. You may choose one ability for your character. Oh, I think I know of this. Yeah, at high levels, you get certain abilities to pick from. What do we have an option here? Set traps, evasion, greater evasion. Use any item, avoid death, alchemy, scribe, scroll, enhance, bard song, magic flute. Let's go through these. So, set traps. These are just like thief-style traps we set down. That spike trap. Powerful ability allows the rogue set a powerful spring-loaded spike trap, deals 20d6 damage to the unsuspecting creature that sets it off. That a powerful trap unleashes a 10d6 fireball, knocks victims off their feet. Time trap, weaker version of the high-level time stop spell. 10 seconds, flow time slows for all but the rogue. That could be fun. Evasion. Becomes heightened with the use of the evasion ability. Evasion gives bonus 4 AC, 2 saving throws for 3 rounds. Okay, requires evasion, so an upgraded version. Improves AC by 6, saving throws by 3. Greater evasion allows the rogue to move so quickly his movement rate becomes increased by 2. Base is 9. Okay, yeah. Normal missiles, no chance of striking you. Lasts for 5 rounds. Use any item. Rogues take pride in their ability to adapt to make clever use of whatever is to hand. This ability is an extension of that skill. Once learned, the effect is permanent. Ability allows the rogue to use any item, even one that's typically restricted to one class. Allows rogue to use everything from wands and scrolls to mighty weapons that none that a warrior could otherwise use. Potentially interesting? I'm assuming this would lift like class restrictions on equipment. I don't think this would let Ren wear heavy armor. That doesn't seem to be like what it sounds like. This sounds like, use any item sounds like it could be very good if you have a strong idea of what equipment is where, like a pre-made build in mind. It makes use of this. As it stands, I like a lot of Ren's equipment. They make use of all the Bard unique stuff because it's flavorful and I like it. They have good weapons they can use. I mean, we just grabbed that hammer proficiency. And so I can't think of any like weapons to slap on them. We have that big two-handed sword, but I mean, they're a blade. They should be dual wielding. It was Casimir. Yeah, the paladin sword. Like, this would presumably let them use that. What else do we have? Avoid death. With extraordinary effort, a high-level rogue can avoid almost certain death. That lasts 5 rounds. During this time, save versus death receives a bonus of 5. Hit points increased by 20, become immune to death magic. Interesting. Doesn't last for very long. Only 5 rounds. You need to know the spells coming in advanced in order to use this. It's not like an AC bonus where it's just generically useful. It's only useful against certain things. Alchemy. With cleverness innate to the class, an experienced rogue has seen enough potions in his or her adventuring career to simulate the creation of one. With the alchemy skill, the rogue can create one of 8 types of potion once per day. Potions the rogue can create are chosen randomly from the following list. Okay, so once per day you create one of these randomly. Potion Master Thievery, Potion Perception, Extra Healing, Superior Healing, Regeneration, Antidote, Oil of Speed, Potion Frost Giant Strength, but only usable by thieves or bards, so only Ren will be able to use that. This doesn't seem that useful. Like, none of these except the Potion Frost Giant Strength are really, like, exceptionally good potions. There are some really powerful ones like 50% magic resistance for 2 hours and stuff like that, but they're not on this list. The Potion of Frost Giant Strength would be more useful on someone other than Ren, and that's only a 1 in 8 chance to even roll that. Scribe Scrolls. Okay, similar to the Alchemy, but this is for low to mid-level scrolls. Chosen randomly from list of 9. Magic Missile, Haste, Fireball, Spell Magic, Dire Charm, Invisibility, Cone of Cold. I don't think we are short on our spell ability, nor of all the mages in the party. Enhanced Bard Song. Ren never sings, but let's see what this does. Powerful aid to both the Bard and his allies. Gives the Bard a 10-point bonus to AC, 10% magic resist. Gives his allies plus 40 hit, plus 40 damage, minus 4 to armor class, immunity to fear, stun and confusion, 5% magic resistance, immunity to normal weapons. This seems really, really powerful if Ren was a singing type bard. Ren is a blade and a stabbing type bard. Like, the Bard Song, you need to sit and keep singing it for the effect to happen. If you stop and, like, if you fight in melee, which is what we want Ren to do, you can't sing at the same time. So if we're playing a normal bard, I think this would be what I go for, but maybe not on Ren. Magic Flute. This ability creates a magic flute made of pure magical energy. When played, the flute can be used to cast the following spells. Resist Fear, Globe of Invulnerability, Delayed Fireball. Spell-like abilities on the flute used in the same way of one's powers. lasts for 1 day. Okay, yeah, so you just get some extra spells per day. Resist Fear, Global Invulnerability, and Delayed Blast 5 are all nice spells. But again, we have a lot of mages in the party. I don't think I need Ren picking up slack in that department. So going back through these, things that caught my eye. Use any item potentially interesting. Something I'll need to keep an eye out maybe from this point on, rather than pick up now. Though if I see anything that's like class restricted but would be really good on Ren, I can think, oh, I should keep that rather than sell it, and maybe pick this up as a later ability, because we'll get a few of these abilities, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many, or how quickly. It might be a few levels before the next one. But we might be able to pick up use any item later. Evasion and Greater Evasion do seem fun, just to make Ren even tankier. We can like weave these in with our offensive spins, so we get a big bonus to our defenses without having to use defensive spin. This makes you move even quicker, which is probably no idea if that would stack with offensive spin, but it will be deeply unnecessary even if it does. But I think something that seems very funny is this set time trap. I've not had a chance to mess with time stop yet, so I don't know exactly how this works. But it does seem fun, and I'm pretty sure I've seen the liches that use it, like throw off offensive spells and deal damage during a time stop. So like if Ren can slap this down and then run and stab people in the face while they're frozen, that could be good. Sure, we'll grab the set time trap. I need to remember to use that. Done. Yeah, now I can click done. That is interesting. We're going to be getting some good abilities on Ren now. Level 24. In addition, over 200,000 XP for the next level up. That'll probably happen faster than we think it will. I mean, yeah, Nali's been kind of level 16 for a little bit, and she's still further away from her next level than Ren is. But the rogue types, the thieves and the bards, they level up so quickly. You know, level 25, you got your first level. It's going to be a while before anyone else grabs one of those. So, there is now a fancy hammer. I need to consider what we're doing. You know what? Mace of Disruption. We're fighting vampires. Yeah. Yeah, I like that on you for now. Like, you with a hammer was fun, but I do think I'm in favor of just stacking up a stupid number of buffs on Ren. So, let's see. Celestial Fury, hit target must save versus spell will be stunned for 1 round. And that's fun. And then Shocking Blow, 5% chance to deal extra 20 damage per hit. And then a couple of charge abilities that I seldom remember to use. Booming Thunder's the big thing here. On you, 33% chance slowing the target for 20 seconds. Every hit. They do not need to fail a save. And +3, 1d6 +7. Practically speaking. You are 1d10 +3. Yeah, because like the Flail of Ages, the damage count displayed down here is a bit incorrect, because it's not counting the extra acid, cold, and fire damage rider. So this is actually higher than it looks. So I think what we might do is swap out the Celestial Fury for the moment. Like 1925. Yeah, look at that jump in effectiveness. And I need to figure out if I want you in my main hand or my offhand. I think maybe in my offhand, because you hit more frequently with your main hand, and so I'll roll this 33% chance more frequently this way. Yeah, I'm liking that. You're actually more likely to hit your offhand now rather than your main hand. But the main hand still hits faster. Yeah, I like that. And the Celestial Fury. Nolly, do you have katana proficiency? You do not, despite showing up in yellow. I don't think anyone besides Ren does. You have scimitars, not katanas. But Imwen has katana proficiency. I mean, probably better. Immunity to hold and paralysis in your offhand is nice. I like you throwing this. Just normally stay at range with a +3. If you do get in melee though, try stabbing them with this katana. I maybe don't want you holding that in your offhand though, if that's what we're doing. Just so you're a bit more likely to actually land the stab. Because yeah, the penalty you take for dual wielding is too high. So primarily throwing a Fire Tooth, backup weapon, Celestial Fury on you. Cool.
Uh-huh. Need something?
And remember to set up the time traps when we get the opportunity to do so. Even if I just drop one in the middle of combat, that probably still be effective. Vampires, Pseudo Dragon. Please back. Ren, please forward.
I am willing.
Hello.
Weapon has no effect.
Right.
Yes. Weapon has no effect.
Here is not accomplishing much in here.
What's up? Taste my steel!
I am ready.
I think I might actually use you just to get a heal off on this ally. I don't want anyone really dying. Good Mace of Disruption, Minsk. Looks like one of them might be trying to path around down the bottom. And another good Mace of Disruption kill.
Uh-huh. Sure thing.
They're only trying to sneak around though. Some moving in and out. And I lost track of the exact numbers. I don't see any poking their heads in. Ren, you... Okay, yeah, more vampires. Oh, Shadow Thieves. Okay, we're just going to need to get in to help save them then.
No problem.
Quick save. Nero, you have a level up. We'll deal with that momentarily. Oh, good backstab.
Great fun! Right?
Okay, Jahira, you can get hits on those guys. Like, your weapon was ineffective against others, but you're doing more here. Shadow Thieves seem to be comporting themselves fairly well in this combat.
That's not right.
Though something just went down, and that looks like Shadow Thief equipment. Yep, a guy named Yinasha just died.
Weapon has no effect. Weapon has no effect.
A lot of them? Looks like it. Shadow Thieves are still moving around.
Yep, consider it done.
Arcanus, you're trying to speak to me. No? Are you trying to move past me? The dragon is off doing its own thing.
You and Boo and I, hamsters and rangers.
Hopefully the guy who died was not the contact, so... Oh no, here we go, dialogue. Well done, rogues, you may go. I shall continue with Ren to face Bodhi. That's everyone accounted for now. +2 leather armor and a +2 short sword. Yeah. Who has spare inventory space for selling equipment? Very few people, actually. I mean, Minsk, I guess you can hang on to this.
It is above. I go.
And I did see that we can now stake the vampire in this bed. Cool. Vampires staked successfully. You're injured, you're injured. Where's Drizzt? He was hanging around, wasn't he? Drizzt's wandered off, it looks like.
A den of
Hello. Yep.
stinking evil. Cover your nose, boo. We will leave no
What's up?
crevice
You betcha.
untouched.
See, so some of these places feel like they might have traps.
Yep,
There was
gotcha.
some trap stuff down here in the crypts before, and I don't like all the corpses in this chamber. I'm just going to peer at the floor for me for a moment. Nothing, you reckon?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Trust your judgment.
This place is just too darn creepy. I really want out of here.
Yeah, and this leads back down to here. Yeah, the big spiderweb nest area. Curious if anything's changed down here, because this entire map seems to have been reset.
What, you good to go?
Well, has there been fresh loot distributed?
Need some? Sure
New
thing.
stuff happening in the big spider nest, maybe. We've lost Drizzt and the thief now. Maybe they're sneaking. That might be why I can't see them, because they're not party members, but they're both just following along in stealth. Yep. Okay, there's still traps down here. Ow. Ow. Yep.
Hi.
That is a non-hostile skeleton? Ah, fleshling. This is our land in the evening. This is no place for such as you. Destroy the fleshling. Okay, it's hostile.
That's it?
Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so I didn't see any stealth rogues
Can
or
do.
rangers pop out to try and assist me
Name.
there.
Right you are.
That was a nasty hit. That Ren has gotten so powerful with that new hammer. Look.
Hello. No
and
problem.
Disarm. We have too many stakes already, and we don't need either of those
What's up?
spells.
Ready and willing. All right, all right.
And we definitely know there's traps down here, so when you are just inchworming your way along the corridor. More stakes, protection from fire, potion of agility. Don't need any of that. Yes, I remember that door was booby trapped last time. And this just leads up and out. Or it would, it looks like the way's been sealed.
Uh-huh. Consider it done. Need some? Yep.
Hang on, you're having trouble moving. What's happening? Okay, yeah. People
Hi,
ended up
you
stacked on
betcha.
top of each other again.
Yep. Okay.
And there were spider encounters along this stretch previously, which are no longer here. To the southern dungeons. If I just poke my head in here, is this still all explored? Yes, this area does not seem to have reset.
Sure thing.
All these doors are open, there's no beasties in them, the map is still explored, I don't need to come down here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Can do.
Spiders do still come out of here when we approach, though.
Justice!
See
You must gather
what's
your party
happening
before
inside
venturing
the spider
forth.
nest. Okay, yeah, this place all seems good, still explored.
Hello.
No
No
new
problem.
enemies. I'm assuming no new loot either.
What's up? Consider it done. Yep, yep, yep.
Cool. And if we poke head along here, yes, there is traps.
Something up? No problem.
Anyone, you go ahead, and
Ready for
Mira,
anything.
you did have that level up I still need to get to. Level 17. Level 7 spell, a level 8 spell. 1 extra hit point, that's about it. Cool, 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 cool. Nice simple level up. Get you Mordkanen's sword ready, because that is a very good spell. Vito Zim's Horrid Wilting. Sure, that is a very powerful spell. It takes a while to cast, so I've had some trouble with it, but having a second one of those ready seems like a good idea. Yep, probably more so than Maze, even though Maze is quite funny. Yeah, and there's nothing to do down here. We can't progress
Need
this way
something?
anymore.
You betcha.
Well, so we just need to circle back to Bodhi's lair. And then we could head downstairs or across. We will, of course, be heading across. I wonder if the other two, the Shadow Thief and Drizzt, went downstairs already. And have progressed deeper into the dungeon. Yep, that is a whole lot of vampires. Run out a whole lot of dominations.
Where
One of
Minsk
which got
goes,
Ren.
evil stands aside.
Now
Keep
I remember
falling
why
back,
traveling
falling
with
back.
you was always so much fun.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll get Ren back in a second. I don't particularly want to have to mess with Ren, not with that giant hammer. And we lost the paladin at some point? They're not fighting the vampires, it's not showing up in the combat log. Where did they go? They must be going downstairs when they get too close to the stairs.
Hi. Okay.
Cool. Everyone together.
Yep.
Speak as I would have done.
Here, if you can take point and try and lure some back, that would be excellent.
Hello. Woo! What's up? Sure thing.
4,000 experience for some of these.
My blade
Feel
will
the
cut you
backhand
down.
of
Skip the guard's
justice.
dialogue. Their audacity is impressive, Ren. It does thee little good. My mistress has ordained a baptism of blood and bane for thee. Spell deflection. Stone skin going up. Whole lot of beasties coming in. Vampiric Mist.
Happy to help.
Chitter
Try
Dragon
to
seems to be
find.
scared and running. At least you're running in the correct direction. Throw down a Sphere of Chaos. There's so many enemies here.
Nature's servant awaits. I await
Please do
your
not get
move.
level drain, folks.
Weapon has no effect! Weapon has no effect!
Yeah, we're cutting through them. Okay, Jahira just got 7 levels drained, it seems. Wow, nasty.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. Down to a level 6 character.
I'm ready.
Swords, great fun! Right.
Well done on the Disruptor. Took that guard down instantly from full health. Okay, just gone invisible.
I am if it will help.
There we go. Got the kill. Another one in there. Also dead. So, Jahira, you are currently a level 1 character. That is why we grabbed those scrolls. Much better. I'd rather be fatigued than be level 1.
Minsk and Boo stand ready.
Yeah, and you lost all your spells because of that
Every
too.
hamster has his day.
Need something? Can do.
Your stone skin is down, Ren. You get that back up. So here we have the horrible
Armor,
spike
jump on
ray.
my sword while you can, Evil. I won't be as gentle.
Hi, no problem.
Yeah, as I suspected, some more enemies in here.
How can I help?
Yep, let's throw out a bunch of spells, folks, if you can.
Live by the sword. Live a good
Yep,
long
consider it done.
time.
Yeah, he went invisible. Blast. And it's attacking Jahira.
Nature's servant as you would have it.
Not great.
Hello. Yep.
Please don't level drain her again, I
Rest
just
would be
restored her.
welcome. I await your need.
What's up?
Yeah, it is just going to weave through invisibly.
You point.
I
I
can
punch.
cast Invisibility Purge. That's an idea.
You betcha.
Yes, it is done.
Oh, not level drained yet. A bit late on the purge, but oh well. Got
Needs.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, Ren, you just deal with these guys. You know what? Let's try this thing while I remember. You may not set a trap while enemies are about. And that uses it too. Bugger. Just swat them to death.
Den of
Oh, they're immune to
stinking
fire
evil.
damage. I
Cover
thought that'd be
your
a good
nose,
opportunity
Boo.
for it.
We will leave no crevice untouched.
One left. There we go. Yeah, the spike's trying to stab. You just keep moving, rely on your stone skins. Some gauntlets and a wooden stake. Oh, there's another vampiric mist there. How'd you get over there, friend?
I am ready.
Still all good? Yep, no one is showing his level drained.
Hi.
Cool. So we have here Legacy of the Masters. Gauntlets of Weapon Expertise. +1 Thaco, +2 damage. Fair enough. So you currently just have +1 Thaco equipped. We can make you even nastier with this thing. Jahira, you no longer have any gauntlets. So I think we'll do Ren, you take Legacy of the Masters, then Xarnas's second sword arm now goes over to Jahira. Make her slightly killier. Her current weapon isn't accomplishing much in here, but oh well. Now I do wonder,
Yep. Sure thing.
because with the previous blood pool, what happens if I put a thing of holy water in there? Nothing? Does not look like it. No, nothing. Yeah, traps. Cool. This room is cleared. Ren's stone
Hello.
skin held up perfectly, it looks
Can
like, to
do.
get through those traps. And then we'll need to rest once more to get fatigue, get Jahira's spells back. All that good stuff. You may not rest at this time. You may not save in combat.
What's up?
I was worried I could not see the pseudo dragon, but there it
Uh-huh.
is. And quick save now. Can we rest? Yep, looks like it.
Need something?
Yeah, and get our buffs back up. Get you. Oh, belt. Should all be good. Yeah, the bonus of this Legacy of the Masters, Ren's attack damage has really gone through the roof now. Jahira is falling behind quite a bit, but hopefully we can make this work.
Yep. No problem.
You must gather your
Your party before venturing forth. Ah, this is where everyone went. There's Drizzt, there's Arcanus, presumably there's a paladin, and yep. There's Eric as well. And they've healed up over the rests.
Consider it done.
My knights may return to the order. Okay, yep. Same dialogue as before, just triggering again. Careful, Ren. 'Tis a well-made trap, but no match for me. Thank you, Arcanus. That is legitimately possibly the most helpful thing you could do.
What do you want? This way, then?
Some traps for me. Imoen, you wander along
Hello.
too?
Yep. What's up? You betcha.
Okay, yep. I wonder who they're following. I thought they were following Ren, but if I send Ren ahead, they don't track along.
Name it. Gotcha.
Swords, no! Stand back for justice!
Another trap. See, Arcanus, will you go deal with that? Maybe
Ready and
not.
willing.
A bit risky to move any closer,
to
so
go.
Imoen, you just deal with that one.
Uh-huh. Okay. Need something? Sure thing.
I'm very glad, despite the Shadow Thieves being nominally aggroed, he's now triggered to go try and deal with it. Yeah, I'm very glad, despite the Shadow Thieves nominally all being hostile to me, the ones that spawn down here seem to be working fine, as intended. So, what do you reckon? Just through the door, see what happens? Let's see. No immediate contact. There's bats, which I do not trust.
And so it shall end here. Welcome. You have been very resourceful in finding me, although I did not go out of my way to hide.
So what? You want us to thank you? Is that it? We should have made more of an effort. We have an obligation to destroy you, as if we needed more reasons. Boo would have found her wherever she tried to put her evil foot. That's what we do.
I've come for what you stole from me. I will not leave here empty. I will have my soul.
You may try, Imoen, but you will fail. We've worked long to realize our revenge. It will not be stopped by you. I'm sure your reasons for coming are all very important to you. Do spare me the boredom of hearing them. Now, I do not get an option to honor her wish. So, how do we want to defy her wish? I've come for the Rin Lanthorn, Bodhi. You will not escape me this time. I will avenge what you've done to me and Imoen. You will pay for your crimes. If your crimes against me weren't enough, you've endangered an entire Elven city. Yeah, I'm interested if she'll say anything regarding the Lantern of the City. So I've come for the Rin Lanthorn, Bodhi. You will not escape me this time. As if your crimes weren't enough, you've endangered an entire Elven city. You help those treacherous elves. They deserve all they receive, and more. They will not even approach us while we destroy them, such is their arrogance. Let them shiver in fear that they will die between me and Irenicus. They would not even acknowledge us as their own, and now we will bury them all. Okay, we're getting some more information here. The elves would not acknowledge Bodhi or Irenicus. Are you half-elves? Exiles? Elhan did not even know of you. How could he acknowledge you as his own? Fool. They would have you think we are some foreign intruders, attacking their city for no reason. Their shame is that Irenicus and I are very familiar indeed. No elf would dare turn against the others. No elf would endanger the very fabric of their society. No elf would do as Irenicus and I have done. Who was it that pled their case? Elhan? He stood by while they echoed our crimes in their punishments. I should almost let you live so that he could have the shame of an outsider questioning him about this whole matter. Almost. Your part in this ends here, Ren. I shall feast on the blood of the gods while you enter death with questions unanswered. Oh, I think you gave me some very interesting information there, Bodhi. Thank you. I am staring so suspiciously at those bats.
Mincy battle bow,
Run, Boo, run!
Hi. Can do.
Okay, Grim Water. Grim Water. Yeah, we've seen you before. So, Bodhi incoming. There we go. More vampires appearing. And a real nasty fight on our hands.
No problem.
Just defensive spin up. Try and kill her. Vince, you try and deal with these vampires.
Yes?
Mira, I mean, Abidol Zim's hard wilting? Sure, throw that out. See if you can hit some of these guys. Over there, I guess? I was trying to target over the pool, but it would not let me. What do we have here? Try and throw down a disintegrate over there. That fledgling. Imoen. Sure, chain lightning seems good. On Bodhi. Or, I guess that Grim Water. Clicked on the wrong one. They're right next to each other, so hopefully that works.
Speak your mind.
Let's see. I want to try and use Jaheira for. I mean, just a Doom for the one turn. Try and get a Bless up if you can, Jaheira. Another fledgling appeared there.
Please, let me help.
Drizzt is trying to pass somewhere. That vampire just got gases formed. Mince, move on to that fledgling. Okay, did not disintegrate it.
I'm ready for anything.
Throw a chromatic orb over in that grim water.
That's not right.
Okay. Oh. I see that Awitozim's hard wilting went down. That hit a lot of stuff. Bodhi magic resisted it, but yeah, that was good. Yep, look at that. Kill, 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 kill. Good spell. Yep. And Eric there got a kill on one of the fledglings, because it still has not contributed anything yet. Bodhi's immune to electricity damage. Yep. We got a level up on Imoen. Les went down successfully. Bodhi can take damage from Jahira, which is nice. Her club was not affecting the normal vampires.
No! No, it's mine! This life is mine!
Drizzt almost made it to the battle. Who got the kill? Jahira got the kill. Well done, Jahira. Let's see, what did this journal update with? Final battle of Bodhi. Finished. Bodhi, Irenicus' sister, has finally been defeated. This shows, at least, that the vaunted power and immortality of the brother and sister are not endless, and there is hope to regain my soul after all. Though perhaps being undead meant it was harder for Bodhi to hold on to Imoen's essence. I don't know. We shall see. There she goes. Okay. So one of these grim waters left.
Hello, consider it done.
So it ends. The evil is slain. You've done well, friend. I bid you fair journey.
Well, thank you for coming along,
Right
Drizzt.
as rain.
Yep, so everyone has taken their leave and left, it looks like. So we have these pools of blood.
What's
Can
up?
I holy water them? Unholy pool filled with flesh, human blood. Okay, same dialogues, filled with thoughts of horror. Yep, pour a vial of holy water in the pool. Cleansed of evil.
Yep, yep, yep.
And yep, that's where Bodhi's resting, I'm assuming.
Nature's servant
I mean,
awaits.
Imoen, do you want the
What do you
honors? Yep, one of those. Toss it to Imoen.
Name it. Right you are.
And stab. After a desperate battle, Bodhi has retreated to her coffin. It is time to end this. If you have a stake, you can destroy her and free Imoen's soul.
Sorry, but I couldn't hold that last. I feel better now. I feel whole again.
See what the dialogue. Bodhi crumbles before you, her body no more than an empty shell as the stolen vessel within is freed. There's a faint glimpse of an apparition of some sort, and then nothing. Her death, a panel opens inside her coffin. Lanthorn is within. Okay, yeah, and Imoen tried to retrieve stuff but full inventory. And a bunch of level up. We have a few level ups to get with for now.
Thank you for everything you have done. I am restored. And I hope your own healing is not too far off.
Okay, that is good. Imoen has her soul back.
This place is just too darn creepy.
It's finally finished.
really wanna-
Bodhi shall torment you no longer. She shall pay in the abyss for all the evil she has inflicted upon the world. Again, and that's
Ready
just
and
the
willing.
stuff you dropped. So, let's have a look at this. We have the Lanthorn. The Rin Lanthorn is an artifact from ruined Mithrin. It is highly prized by the city's rulers, as it shone through all falsehoods and illusions. The device, with the lenses in place, can dispel the illusions that hide Soldanesila. And Bodhi's Black Heart. The withered black heart of the vampire Bodhi. That's interesting. I mean, I know we did review Shimo's heart. You are currently full again of overweight stuff. Bugger. Right, yeah, these stakes don't weigh anything. You just can't carry much, can you, Jahira? And I would like you running around with the quest item still, so I guess that spear can be tossed to Minsk. And then you can grab both of those in one.
Need some? You betcha.
What do we have? A short sword, symbol of fear. Enchantment allows the wizard to inscribe a rune on the ground. Some other surface remains there until someone comes too close, at which point it explodes, causing all those in there to make save versus spell or be affected by fear. And again, I'm not the
I hope there's something
biggest
good
fan
down
of
here.
fear, but and we'll grab that symbol, toss this to Nira. And Cutthroat, a +4 short sword. This weapon has a bloody history, having been used to exercise its namesake to cut throats many times. Popular among the assassin's trade for its size and enchantment, being in possession of many of the realm's more dangerous citizens, though seldom remaining in any one place for any length of time. And that is just a +4 short sword. All fine and nothing particularly special. I mean, you have a +3 dagger with a nice rider on it. You still have your domination stuff, which I need to remember. Oh, I should have tried to dominate Bodhi. I forgot about that. Oh, well. Most of those cases, if someone really isn't meant to be on your side and you manage to convert them, they usually just flip back automatically. There's some script that fires and makes certain that they're always hostile. I don't think we have really anything to do with that short sword, so that's probably just going to be a nice selling item. Nothing else in there. How about over here? I can interact with this table. It is locked.
Something up? All right, all right.
Which means it might be trapped. Imogen, can you check that for me? Yes, indeed it is.
Hi. Okay.
Ah, some books. Books on vampires. Dear Vampire Bakomos. Book has been drenched in blood, ruining most of the pages within. The original ink, faded to begin with, is now thoroughly illegible. A more recent script handwritten in the margins has left an impression revealing a few words here and there, just enough to decipher the nature of the tone. The text apparently dealt with the process that one would go through to become a vampire. As little you can see gives no indication why someone would want to do such a thing. The stamp on the back of the book suggests this tome was once archived and recorded by the followers of Ogma. I do believe there's a temple to you that you might quite appreciate these books being returned to. Yeah, so the Conjure Otto Saventa. This text is written in very old dialect of Southern Common you are not familiar with. It does not appear to be a particularly ancient tone. It appears to be a selection of personal journals of a noble named Thomas Sangui, and deals with the acquiring and control of his most devoted servant. Difficult to ascertain much more, and with the frequency of certain words, you're reasonably sure that Thomas was creating vampire minions, not some other creature that feeds on blood. His knowledge of the subject seems quite intimate indeed, and he details the long process of completely turning a victim. Apparently, if the process is interrupted, it can be reversed, though the author does not say how. Yeah, followers of Ogma. And the Vampiricus Omnibus, unabridged, ending the plague of teeth. A good subtitle. This tome is quite ancient, and you do not recognize the tongue in which it is written. Fortunately, Bodhi scrawled a translation of selected passages in the margin, as well as further questions she apparently wished to ask on the subject. Stratuogotha, the resolution. With the witch at the fore, long previous to her treachery, we did stride the hills of Umar, seeking the comfort in our hour of need. The time has come for the living to mourn no more, and the blades that were fettered by sentiment were cut free. it was decided that we'd speak of our lives with the sinews in our sword arms. The honored dead did take that flight in this darkness of shadow, would no more receive sorrow from those of us who had lost their friends and relatives to the plague of teeth. Monat de Pascovana Fathorn. Battles when came the dead. There came we, the army of light, marched with faith and conviction, and we did march into the tombs of the restless dead during hours of day. With wooden edge we struck down master and slave, the many paid for each thrust with their lives. In the fallen, there was the danger of a scourge anew, and many of the newly infected seemed doomed to walk again with dire purpose. Ageto Davam, the plea. No more, cried we. No more could we lose to the plague. These new fallen could not be abandoned. We'd fought for our lives and theirs, and they would not be taken. To the temple we went, to the god of sun and light. A Malnator would save them, a Malnator whose touch turned shadows to fire. In the arms of the sun god were the infected place, and the hearts of their dark masters were laid there with them. Blood did burn, and the dead returned, but not as undead or unliving, but alive and freed from taint. How many did walk the light side home, and when last the plague did fall? Relevance of archaic worship of Malnator, origin vampiric plague. Any link to a modern cure to be worried of? Historical document, historical fiction. Yeah, interrogate Ogma monk at Dock District Temple for further information. That's interesting. Yeah, I think we might be able to use Bodhi's heart to maybe partially lift her curse, like we did with Yoshimo. Jars and other receptacles here contain things like preserved hearts and other organs.
Yep. Sure thing. Hello.
And these have all been cleansed. And we still have one elven holy water left. Interesting. Wonder if that might come relevant for curing Bodhi. Well, I do think we're done down here.
Uh-huh.
So, first things first, we'll do these level ups we found. We have Minsk, Jahira, and Imowen all ready to level up. Minsk is now a level 18 ranger. You have an additional weapon proficiency and better Thaco. So, I mean, having you with that Warhammer was fun. Do I want to free you up to be even better fighting with that hammer? Or do I want to get your longsword up to level 2? +1 to hit, +2 to damage, extra half attack per round with the selected weapon. And that's nice, and would make Minsk much more able to actually make use of longswords. And I do have to assume there's going to be a nice longsword like appearing at some point. Two-handed weapon style, that's just speed factor, we don't need that. We're not two-weapon fighting either. AC against Mesa weapon, sword and shield style, not necessary, yeah. So we are looking at actual weapon proficiency. I could get him up to plus... I could level up his halberd. We have some good halberds that he could use. That's the other option too. You know what? I do not hate getting him up to 2 dots in halberd proficiency. Yeah, keep him using two-handed weapons. Yep. Cool. Now, do you get a high-level ability already? Is that... You do? Oh, I thought it would be ages until, like, the non-rogue characters were getting these. And you have a completely different set, too. Which makes sense. There were very rogue abilities on the bard. I guess we'll work through these, see what options we have. We have Whirlwind Attack. This ability allows the warrior to unleash a flurry of super fast blows. Sets your number of attacks per round to 10, but your attacker and damage suffer a 4-point penalty. Interesting. something that like triggers on attack or on hit would be really fun with this. More powerful version, yep. Greater gives the same bonuses without the penalties. That is nice. I wonder how frequently you can use this. There's no suggestion of that. It lasts for 1 round. Is this a once per rest thing? Death Blow. Death Blow ability allows the warrior to blow through the defenses of any lesser creature. For the next 2 rounds, any creature 10th level or lower is instantly killed when struck. I mean, 2 rounds, 1 round, you combine that for whirlwind attack to some very funny things. And again, kind of low-level creatures are probably not the things we're really worried about, so I don't think Death Blow is that interesting. Greater Death Blow, okay, up to 12th level or lower, simple enough. Resist Magic. This ability allows the warrior to temporarily tap a great inner strength, fight off the effects of a malevolent magic. For 4 rounds, warrior's magic resistance is set to 50%, not cumulative with other forms. The warrior already has 50% or greater, ability is useless. Okay. Power Attack. Allows the warrior to strike blows so fierceful they stun the opponent for 2 rounds. If the opponent fails save versus death, at -4 penalty. That is a good penalty. Power Attack, potentially interesting. Oh, it's also prerequisite to a couple of things. Critical Strike. High-level warrior's intimate knowledge of vital spots and opponents allows him to, once per day, concentrate all of the attacks in 1 round to strike a vital area every time. With this ability, every attack roll made in the next round is a natural 20. A critical hit. Yeah, that's a different ability to Power Attack. So Power Attack is a prerequisite, but these are 2 separate abilities you'll need to use. And then Smite. After we get both of those, with the Smite ability, the warrior gains the ability to strike a mighty blow, knocking an opponent back a considerable distance, stunning them for 1 round. All attacks made in this first round are critical. Ability lasts for 2 rounds. Large ability creatures such as dragons or giants, won't be knocked back or stunned, only against things that make sense, small stuff. When we've seen how large those dragons are, they probably don't even have animations that would actually function for something like this. Yeah, and this does not allow a save. So Smite combines the effects of Power Attack and Critical Strike with no save. Interesting. Hardiness. Calling on hidden reserves of strength during times of danger, warrior can use the Hardiness ability to gain 40% resistance to all forms of physical damage. 1 round for every 2 levels. Does not stack with defensive stance. I'm not too certain what that is. It does not seem to be the name of one of these abilities, so presumably that's something Minsk does not have access to. And this one actually lasts for a reasonable quantity of time. Warcry. Okay. Panics in 15-foot radius if they don't save versus spell. Simple enough. Not the most interesting. Tracking. With an intimate knowledge of his surroundings and the creatures live within them, a ranger, this is a ranger unique one then, can use the tracking ability to give himself a general idea of what creatures in the area and which direction they are. Red arrows at the edge of the screen will point in the general direction of creatures in the area. I will say, this does not seem useful. I am tempted to take it anyway, just because Minsk is the ranger, and this is the ranger ability. That would probably be a bad idea, though. Oh boy, that is tempting. Let's see, what else are we looking at? Whirlwind attack. I mean, Minsk just hitting a lot does seem fun. Just going absolutely berserk with a big 2-handed weapon and cleaving everything asunder. Death Blow, I don't think I'm interested in that. Resist Magic. I mean, when that's useful, that will be pretty useful. I mean, Power Track, Critical Strike, Smite. This does seem like a good line. A lot of these abilities don't last very long, but then once you get Smite after these two, which I mean, there's a reason it has these prerequisites, Smite does seem very good. Hardiness. 40% resistance to all forms of physical damage. Run around every 2 levels of the warrior. That does seem pretty solid. A lot of hard hits we take a magical damage though. Rorquai not interested in tracking, interested for the previous mentions like Minsk is the warrior. Minsk should be able to do tracking stuff. I think I might give Minsk Whirlwind Attack. Just looking at these. I do like the image of Minsk just, complete berserker, hurling himself at enemies, chopping them to pieces with the biggest weapon he can physically hold. Sure. Grab Whirlwind Attack. This is an ability you actually need to trigger and use. I will need to remember to use it. Done. Now, while we're looking at 200 weapons, the Liver Core. Immunity, Charm, and Confusion is nice. This Dragon's Breath, however, is real nice. Swap you around, so 9 to 18, but that is not counting the little +1 damages here. Do have a very high minimum damage here. Yeah, I'm liking Minsk using the Dragon's Breath, I think. We have the Dragon's Bane, which we could now use effectively, but we've already killed all the dragons I'm aware of, so... Oh, Minsk leveled up.
I await your
now,
lead.
Jaheira. Yeah, I think it might be some time, though. If warriors get their first high-level ability to level 18, because Jaheira's multi-class, she has a way to go before any of this is relevant for her. So, level up. You're getting a druid level and a fighter level at the same time. Never mind, we can grab an ability for her. So, level 4, 5, and 7 spell, Better Thaco, 2 hit points. That is good. Did you have level 7 spells before? Okay, and you have access to both druid and fighter high-level stuff. Okay, so these, are all the same as the stuff we just looked at on Minsk. Down from here on is new. Energy Blades. Any school, level West. Whatever that means. Range, special. Area of effect, special. An energy blade is a discus made of pure energy. The disc gives a +10 to Thaco. When thrown, does 1d4 +5 missile, 1d8 additional electrical. This spell creates 1 energy disc per level of the caster, sets the caster's attacks to 9 as long as the discs are held. Okay, so this will give you the ability to just conjure up and rapidly hurl a bunch of, energy blades, like it says, discs of energy. These seem like it would hit like a truck. I do like to hear up front tanking, which is maybe not the best synergy with this. Storm of Vengeance. Level quest. Does that mean it just doesn't interact with things that reference spell level, or what? Not too certain. Range, essentially infinite. Duration, 3 rounds, casting time 8, 15-foot radius. Casting spell causes the earth to shake and the heavens to boil with blood and energy. All enemies of the caster are struck down by acidic rain, earthquakes, and lightning. All enemies of 8th level or lower are instantly slain. Survivors are struck by acidic, poisonous rain and lightning. Lasts for 3 rounds. Each round you suffer 1d6 electrical, 1d6 fire, 1d6 acid. Spell versus save for half damage. Chance to be poisoned in the first round. No indication how much poison? I'm going to be honest. For how cool this makes it sound, I don't think this is actually that interesting. I mean, instantly slay 8th level or lower stuff, but like I've mentioned previously, I'm not that interested in, killing low-level stuff. Low-level stuff is not the things we should be concerning ourselves with. And just a 3-round 3d6 spell that can poison things. I mean, we have spells that hit harder than that aren't high-level abilities that we can just conjure and throw out. So maybe passing on Storm of Vengeance is an option. Elemental Summoning. Drawing power from the environment, you summon two 16 HD elementals, chosen randomly from earth, air, or fire. Cast as the elementals stay for 1 round. Obey the caster as long as they remain summoned. They only stay for 1 turn, ew. 10% chance the randomly chosen elemental prince will be summoned instead. Yeah, elemental princes, rulers of the elemental planes. The elemental prince of air is Chan, elemental prince of earth is Sunus, elemental prince of fire is Zaman Rul. The fact these only stay for 1 turn makes that not the most interesting. We can upgrade it, however, to greater elemental summoning. Druids having more powerful link to the elements. Okay, so I wonder if this is just generic mage one and then druids get an improved version. Then cast a stronger version of elemental summoning. Okay, always summons the prince. Stay for 1 turn, obey their caster. Globe of Blades. Priest employs a spell to set up a globe of razor-sharp blades. These whirl and flash around the caster, creating a dangerous barrier. Any creature attempting to pass through the blade barrier summons 10d10 points of damage. That is nasty. Creatures within the area of the barrier, when it is invoked, entitled to saving throw. Okay, so if you're inside when it's cast, you're entitled. If you move in after, you do not get a saving throw. On a success, no damage. Only 1 turn. Hits decently hard, though. Summon Diva. The spell opens a celestial gate and calls forth an angelic diva to fight at the caster's side until the spell expires or the diva's earthly avatar is slain. And this one actually lasts for a respectable amount of time. Yeah, these aren't mage abilities then. These are priest abilities. Druids count as priests. And then the same, but for an evil version, opens an abyssal gate rather than a celestial gate and summons a demonic diva. Yeah, otherwise exactly the same. Implosion. The spell creates a rift in the earth beneath the target which implodes and closes in on itself, crushing and burning the target, holding it for 1 round. 10d10 fire damage, 10d10 blunt damage, save versus spell for half. Like, if that's an actual hold effect, it's also going to drop their defenses to almost nothing. Implosion seems nasty and quite good. Mass Raise Dead. More powerful version of Raise Dead brings up to 5 party members back to life. Yeah, I mean, cool, but that's just a quality of life thing. There's nothing that stops you from just raising, resting, then raising again. So probably not that. Aura of Flaming Death. Duration 1 round per 2 levels. This one does scale with level for duration. The spell causes the caster to be enveloped by an aura of intense flames that both injures opponents and protects the caster from damage. Shield grants you 90% fire resistance, an AC bonus of 4, and protects from attacks made within a 5-foot radius. An opponent that hits the caster with any weapons or spells suffers 2d10 plus 2 fire damage. In addition, it protects you from all non-magic. Aura of Flaming Death seems to do a lot of things at once, which I quite like, and it lasts for a little bit. And then we have 2 elemental transformations, Fire and Earth. Harnessing the power of fire, this powerful shape change ability allows Druid to become 24 HD Fire Elemental of immense strength. AC -5, Thackeray 2, heal on return, and this is the, same but for Earth rather than Fire. So because she's a fighter Druid, she's considerably better at fighting already, rather than just a pure druid, so these are less interesting for Chihiro than they would be for someone who is not a fighter. So, am I looking at a fighter ability for her or a druid ability? Of the druid abilities, Aura of Flaming Death, potentially interesting. I want something that works when she's fighting in melee up close, which this would do. Implosion does just seem nice, but doesn't synergize too well with stuff she's doing. Globe of Blades is another thing like Aura of Flaming Death, which she can just throw down on herself or wading into melee. Hardiness to make her tankier. Power attack, critical strike, and smite. And if I'm going whirlwind attacks on Minsk, I mean, I have no idea how many of these abilities they're each going to get. So Minsk might end up with representing a lot of these fighter abilities. Like he might have Greater Well and Attack and Smite and Tracking. But that would take a while. But there one overlap between her and Minsk, possibly. Power Attack into Critical Strike into Smite. So does this trigger on attack or on a hit? Because that would very much change how useful this is for her. Because Minsk is better at actually hitting foes. Because they need you to make contact. If it just triggers when you attack, then this would be quite good for Jaheira, even with a slightly lower Thaco. Critical Strike, though this does overcome that. Actually, the ability for Jaheira just to hit reliably with lower Thaco would be a good reason to go down this tree. I'm liking that, and also a reason against grabbing Whirlwind attack. You could counteract that by going up to Greater Whirlwind later. Yeah, I am quite tempted to make a Power Attack and Critical Strike. And probably onto Smite as well on Jaheira. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I do want her to do. Like, yeah, those and then Aura of Flaming Death seem fun. I mean, this will take a little while, so let's grab Power Attack on her. She gets 2. She gets 2 because she just got a high level ability on both Druid and Ranger. Oh, that's nice. We want to grab Critical Strike right away. Contemplating. Power Attack. In short, yeah, let's just work down this tree. We can see how this works. Power Attack and Critical Strike on Jaheira. Look at that. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Done. And now you are up to a level 17 mage, which I do not think is giving you a high level ability, because Nira is also a level 17 and did not get one, unless my memory has just collapsed into the abyss. No, you do not. Cool. Level 17 mage, level 7 spell, level 8 spell. Yep. All fairly nice and simple. You need level 7 and 8 spells though. Like, a second sword would be decent, but I definitely don't want a second casting simulacrum. I'd rather you can do something else with that. While I'm talking about spells, yes, you do have new spells to hero. You're up to level 7, which is your highest level listed here. I don't think Ren is ever getting past Limited Rish. Bugger. Yeah, I think this is what threw me off, because, like, Ren's Mage Book lists level 1 to level 9. The heroes only list level 1 to level 7. I think I thought if Bards were alone limited to level 6, it would just listed 1 to 6. But apparently not. Okay, let's just do level 4 first of all. Negative plane protection. And we just killed all the vampires, which makes this a bit less interesting. Farsight, another defensive harmony. A second defensive harmony would not be bad. Would not be bad at all. Or just another curious... Get another cure serious wounds. Pixie Dust. Any ally... Yep, becomes invisible. Yeah, so just group invisibility. Chaotic Commands, Harper's Call, Insect Plague. Spellcasting in the Swarm is impossible. What's the saving throw for this function like? Creatures, 1 point damage every 2 seconds, regardless of armor class, invisibility is no protection. Yeah, and then save versus throw versus breath weapon will run away. The ability to insect plague people to shut down spellcasting could be fun. Because you do have summon insects. But you do... Yeah, this is not nearly as good as Insect Plague. So we'll grab that. And then level 7. Confusion. And we kind of know what the deal with this is. Mages can accomplish this at a lower level. Conjure Earth Elemental. 6% 12, 35% 16, 5% 24. Unlike mages, yeah, you don't have to engage in a battle alliance control, which makes this more interesting on you than it is on the others. Creeping Doom. Good spell name, first of all. Summoning spell. Caster utters a spell, Creeping Doom. He calls forth a mass of venomous, biting and stinging insects, arachnids, and myriapods. Love a good myriapod. This carp-like mass swarms over large areas, spreading to all enemy creatures. Good, specifies enemies, within 30 feet of the target. Those trapped by the insects suffer 2 points damage each second. Perfect spell failure rate. Okay, so it's a bit like Insect Plague then. This is the evolution of that. All enemies within 30 feet. That is a big AoE. Each round, the victim remains inside the cloud, save versus spell -2, or run away. Yep, the advantage of Creeping Doom over Insect Plague does twice as much damage in half the amount of time. Earthquake. This is a duration 3 tremors, long range. The spell is cast, local tremor of fairly high strength rips the ground. Shock is over in several rounds. The earthquake affects all creatures in this area. 3 tremors are caused. Okay, the first tremor. All creatures take 66 points damage, fall to the ground for 4 rounds. Saving throw versus spell, -6 penalty. Halves the damage, negates the fall. Okay, and then successively less powerful. Yeah, no knocking over and just deals a bit of damage. Yep, it hits enemies and friends, can also use. Finally, Earth Elementals dislike mere mortals toying with the land. There's small chance casting the spell causes an Earth Elemental to appear and attack the party. That's cute. Firestorm. As Firestorm spell is cast, the whole area is shot through sheets of roaring flame and pelted with fiery balls of lava. Creatures in the area of effect receive 2d8 points damage, +1 per level. Lasts for 4 rounds. Yep. Lasts 4 rounds. Continues to time damage creatures during the area of effect. No saving throw. I mean, decent for just hitting things. Nature's Beauty. Duration instant, 15-foot radius. Range on top of yourself. Spell is cast. Cast appears to go a remarkable transformation. Very ideal of beauty. As with a nymph, anyone viewing the disguise caster must make a saving throw versus spell with a bonus, or die of longing for the denied illusion. Okay, I can see why that has a bonus. Even if successful, hapless viewers of the transformed druid are instantly smitten with permanent blindness, even on a successful save. Does not affect party members. But Nature's Beauty does seem fun. Blind on a successful save, kill on an unsuccessful save. And like a lot of instant kill effects, there is no level cap associated with that. Regeneration. Powerful spell enables the priest to imbue one creature with the ability to regenerate. This creature will heal any wounds, even regenerate lost limbs. 3 hit points per second. 1 round per 2 levels of the caster. 14th level priest will generate 18 hit points per round for 7 rounds. That is a lot of healing. That is true. Shield of the Archons. So there's an abjuration 3 rounds per level. That is a long duration. Powerful abjuration spell causes spells cast against the priest to be absorbed and consumed. The level of spells equal to half the caster's level. Blue spells cast from scrolls, innate spells abilities. Yeah, not the usual stuff, AoEs. Yeah, we know how these spells tend to work. As long as the spell is cast directly from the priest, it will be absorbed, provided that there are spell levels remaining. Okay. So, I am thinking we memorize nature's beauty on you, because that seems very fun. And now I just need to get Imoen something to cast at 7th and 8th level.
Need something?
Your inventory is a tad full. Do you hear it? You hold on to that holy water. 7th and 8th, what do we have? Symbol, death. Symbol, fear. Protection from magical energy. Stone to flesh. Mantle, freedom. Is too high level. Protection from energy is nice, but yeah. I worry of someone who knows that. Protection from the elements. We can call summon issue global invulnerability. Phantom Blade. Tensa's transformation. I was considering Tensa's transformation in her so she can throw daggers more effectively, but probably not the most effective use, and that's level 6 anyway. Charcoal Fiend. She's kind of got a little bit of a summoner thing going on. Summoner Fruity. Massive genie with powerful abilities. We'll get her another summoning spell. What kind of sword she already had? So, nope, not Ren. Nira, let's see what's in your spell case. Control undead. I mean, fun, but we've kind of killed a lot of the undead I think we're going to face, for the time being at least. You're all too high level. Too high level, yep. Ruby Ray of Reversal, that's just another dispelling thing. Incendiary Cloud, that could be your level 8 spell, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I could just stick Abidozim's Horrid Wilting. Abidozim's Horrid Wilting is a very good spell. Yeah, and we have plenty of scrolls of that. Finger of Death. I could give you Finger of Death as your level 7 spell rather than a summon. Yeah, I think I like that.
Sorry, but I couldn't hold that last item. It's on the
Okay.
ground. Time to move?
We need to sort that out. Oh, you didn't use up the wooden stake. Okay, that is simple enough. So, memorize Abidozim's Horrid Wilting. That is your new level 8 spell. Level 7 spell. Scroll down. There, Finger of Death. Cool. Successfully copied both of those first try. Well done, Imoen. Nice. And
Hello.
that is, after some time,
Consider it
a
done.
leveling done. It's exciting we're getting up to high level stuff now. And it makes these leveling up process take a bit longer, but we are getting some. Now I just need to
Gather your party
actually
before
remember to
venturing.
use these abilities.
What's up?
Click on the star button. Remember to use them,
Yep, yep,
Sol.
yep.
You can do that. And yep, we'll leave through here. And we have a couple of things to chase up on kind of before we go back to... I thought I killed all you guys.
Go for the
I'll
eyes,
show
fool.
One
you
more
a
vampire.
Go for the eyes, yeah!
Yes!
Yeah, a couple of things to hand in. We need to head back
gather
to
your
this
party
Temple of
before
Ogma
venturing.
down in the
Something?
Docks District.
You betcha.
Have some books I think they would quite like to grab their hands on. And then probably go check in on the Bridge District, see if anything in the Playhouse has happened, because we've been down here a little bit. And then off to the Umar Hills, potentially, to see if we can do some curse lifting on this heart. The priest should hopefully give us a bit of help in that regard. Temple of Ogma.
Okay.
Minsk with his new halberd. Oh.
Ah, we are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Yep, sure thing.
A couple of priests. I know, I'll speak to you
Wisdom
first.
is only possessed by the learned.
Okay, those seem to be the same usual dialogue options. So use a special one, monk.
Wisdom is only possessed
We seek to
by
spread
the
knowledge,
learned.
curb falsehood and rumor. Oh, you guys, maybe under these, can you tell me about Ogmar? Can I see your services? Am I missing someone in here? Do I need to come back in the daytime, maybe? Yeah, because I definitely have some stuff to hand in. This final book itself. Yeah, interrogate Ogmar books at the Dock District Temple for further information. Yeah, you're the monk.
Wisdom is only possessed by the learned.
Yeah, maybe I need to come back in the daytime.
Hello, can do. No
Guess we'll
problem.
head over to the Five Flagons and check there, and then rest until day, and then head back down here. Yep, bridge. Travel.
What's up? Consider it done.
Make our way down. And check in here. Yeah, because we have Bodhi's Black Heart. The black withered heart of the vampire Bodhi.
You must gather your party before
Another place I
venturing
could
forth.
maybe check out is the Temple of... I have forgotten her name, the charity goddess, the one we brought Yoshimo's heart to, because they were happy to help up with that. They might have something to do with this heart as well.
Yep.
Check downstairs, just in
Gather your
case.
party before venturing forth.
Uh-huh, you betcha.
How are things going, Higgold? Okay, all good here.
Need some? Okay. Sure thing.
We've
Hi.
run out of time for that quest to continue.
Can do.
We'll rest till daytime.
Smiling friends.
Head back down to the docks.
Yep.
And I reckon anything has happened downstairs in those last 8 hours. It might still be too early.
Hello.
Just in
No
case, we'll
problem.
rest once more. Like 6 AM, it might not have swapped over yet.
What's up?
Let Chihiro get her Iron Skins cast.
Consider it
You
done.
must gather your party before venturing
Yep,
forth.
check down in the theater one last
Yep.
time. Okay, yeah, still no progress here.
Need some? You betcha. Okay.
So we'll head back down to the docks, check in and go to the
Must
Temple of
gather your
Ogmar.
party before
Then
venturing
we'll head to
forth.
the slums, check in with the
You
temple
must gather
there.
your party before venturing forth.
And then maybe if none of those
Hi,
result in any
sure
leads,
thing.
we'll consult the book again and then head off to the Umar Hills on our own, see if we can accomplish anything in the temple. Well, I mean, to the Umar Hills, to the temple, which is nominally in the Umar Hills, but is actually on its own temple ruins map. You know the one. To the docks,
Yep. Can
back
do.
down and around to the temple. This time Chihiro managed to escape the party, but Ren got tangled up. There we go.
Hello,
Hey,
no problem.
looks like just the same people. Yes, you're just the priests, and tell about Ogmar, da-da-da, can see your services. Nah, all still the same. Speak to the monk.
Is only possessed by the
Nope.
learned.
Okay, nothing happening
What's up?
here.
Consider it done.
Checking on the slums.
Yep.
Try that temple, and then we just try and figure this out on our own. It is entirely possible this is just like an intended quest. We've seen a couple of little like odd tail ends and stuff where things were never quite finished. And so don't lead to anything. This might be another one of those.
Needs you betcha.
What are you called? Ilmata, that was your name. Yeah, the Temple of Ilmata was able to do something to the curse on Yoshimo's heart. So maybe they were able to do something to the curse on Bodhi's heart as well. Because we didn't get a quest to do anything with this heart. Just have to see. Yeah, wanting the Five Flagons Playhouse. Hopefully that quest proceeds. Pseudo Dragon, what are you doing?
Hi. Okay.
Can Ren just going on their own son? They can, fortunately.
Sure thing.
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
Priest. Okay, this just looks like normal, yeah, dialogue. Nothing here. Speak to the beggar. Stanley, take a gold piece. Yeah, Ilmata's blessing on you, my lord. Speak to that commoner. Praise be to Ilmata. Nothing happening here, it does not look like. 1 gold coin. We're not taking that gold coin. Where'd the pseudo dragon end up going? There it goes, slowly pathing its way to us.
Yep. Can do.
So, we have a couple of these books, which, beyond directing us towards the Temple of Ogmar, don't seem to have any specific information. So here we have Ending the Plague of Teeth. This is the relevant one. So, which of the 4, long previous to our treachery, we did stride to the hills of Umar seeking comfort. Time had come for the living to mourn no more. Blades were fettered by sentiment were cut free. Yeah, speak for lives. Yep. So they march on the hills. The honoured dead that took flight would receive no more sorrow from those of us, to slay the undead, slay the vampires. Can we, the army of light, armed with faith and conviction, we did march into the tombs of the restless dead during hours of day. Yep, they staked all the vampires. And the fallen who fell fighting the vampires were deemed potentially a threat. No more, cried we. No more would lose to the plague. Our fallen would not be abandoned. So they went to the temple, to the god of sun and light. Ilmanator would save them. In the arms of the sun god were the infected place. Hearts of their dark masters were laid there with them. Blood did burn, and the dead returned, but not as undead or unliving. You know what? I think I remember in the temple a statue of a Minotaur with its arms spread open as if expecting us to place something in them. We couldn't figure out what to place in them. I wonder if we take Bodhi's heart there, if the statue would accept that. Yeah, and then, interrogate Ogma Monk at the Docks District for further information. I wasn't able to get anything.
Hello. What's up? No problem.
Yeah, I do think in kind of an absence of any other information, we will be headed off to that temple. You kind of place the thing there and just see if anything happens. And there is more bots in chat. 1 second. Let people wander along in the meantime. Automod is not grabbing them today. Oh. All good. And yes, so to the temple ruins we go. Look, these guys again. I slew you last time we went up
You
here.
point, I punch.
You guys managed to afford some raised dead spells or something.
I've lost my spell.
Ow. Don't do that, mate.
Please.
Ow. Really don't do
Anyone?
that, mate.
I'm in quite a bit of pain here.
Yeah, I can tell, Nira. Those guys hit hard.
Yes?
And yet, let's just drop mass cure.
Need something?
Luckily, that spell did not take out the pseudo dragon.
Consider it done.
Back to the hills we go. To the temple ruins.
Hi.
And I think it might be quicker to go in from the entrance rather than from the back. It might actually be quicker. I'm trying to remember the layout. I think through the dragon room will lead us to that statue faster, actually. On contemplation. Pseudo dragon, you need to come along too, mate. Yeah, we'll see if I guessed right about what way would be promptest. Listen, there's nothing else really happening down here. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You two went the long way around. The pseudo dragon didn't even start till long after you, and arrived here well before you.
Yep. You betcha. Okay.
Dragon corpse is gone.
You must gather
Gather
your party before venturing forth.
Yes, there is that statue, I do believe. Okay, it's not a statue of a Minotaur, it's a statue of a woman whose eyes blaze with light.
Hello. Sure thing.
A Minotaur is usually depicted as masculine, I do believe. Regardless, that's the thing I want to check out. You do not have the heart.
I am ready.
You
If
hear
you
it?
think it is wise to do so, so much comes back to haunt us.
And you hear you're the one carrying it, so you're very close to being over encumbered. So if we get something from this,
What's
I
up?
do want to be able to
Can
lift
do.
it. A Mount Tor. Over the trap floor. Anything gonna happen? Does not seem like it. Yeah, no response at all. Bit sad. Half tempted to leave the heart there, but if I do figure out what it's actually for, I want to have it on us, so... Take that back. And... Yep, I guess that's just going to need to be added to the list of things that I'm not certain how to chase up on. Can we fit these in the scroll case? I cleaned out the scroll case a bit, so we should have a little bit of spare space now. We've kind of kept chucking stuff in it though, so that spare case space is going to be filling up rapidly. This Bodhi's Black Heart just goes in the bag of holding for this moment. Along with you and that Elven Holy Water as well.
No problem.
And yeah,
Need something? Consider it
think?
done.
that's about it. We are just about ready to
Yep.
head down, follow up on this
You must
Elven City
gather your
stuff, which I
party
think
before
will be directing us
venturing
towards
forth.
the end of the Shadows
You
Valley
betcha.
campaign. I'm contemplating what I want to do about this Five Flagons Playhouse. 'Cause I do want to see the end of that, but that is just going to be a lot of waiting around, and I'm running out of stuff to do while waiting around. I mean, this at least killed a decent chunk of time. If I head back now to the Bridge District, they've almost certainly prepared for me.
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah, I reckon this will probably be the last thing we do for today. We check in. If this isn't the end of the Five Flagons Playhouse stuff, I might just go into a bit of cycle of just like waiting and sleeping here. To kind of speed along that quest and work through all the stages before we move on to story stuff. There it is, Five Flagons Playhouse, quest we cannot finish, and the Elven City requires my aid.
Hello.
Everything else done and cleared.
Life is never dull.
Higgled's meeting me up here. Okay, something has happened. Oh, Ren, this is unbelievable. There are a group of Termish fanatics in the playhouse. They've taken it over. They charged in and scared the cast to death, yelling nonsense about not permitting the play. They would sooner burn the playhouse down than allow the show. The dress rehearsal is supposed to be tomorrow. Ah, Bren, you've got to do something. Stop them, please. Yep. Okay, Termish fanatics protesting us playing the cursed play. Just in case we're going into a combat situation. We've been able to resolve all the rest of the dialogue, so I imagine this is probably the same, but you know, good practice.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what's
Can
happening.
do. No problem.
What are we
Needs
looking at,
consider it
friends?
done.
You were the one behind this disgrace to the eldest. It is not permitted. Death will come to all who allow such lies to seek the ears of others. We who are exalted will stop you with our blood if need be. Okay. They are aggressive. Leader, Termish thug.
Just ask, and I'll do it.
Let's see if we can maybe just speak to him.
Yep.
Throw down a
What'll it be?
whole bunch of dominates, please.
It is about time.
You can try a charm person.
Swords, not
Minsk.
words.
You
Minsk
cannot
and
charm the
Boo
person.
stand ready.
You can charm the animal, but not the person.
Every hamster
Yeah,
has
there's
his
a
day.
wizard up there. Termish sorceress, a thief, thug, and another thug.
Hi.
Okay, yep, dominated. Can I speak to you?
Yep.
Okay, not looking like it. Guess we're resolving this violently then.
Armored.
Run up there, deal that
fear,
sorceress,
the
please.
backhand of justice.
More dominations going out. Or was that just later ones from the same set I ordered?
Yes.
Okay, no, they are
Stay
still
back,
casting
or you'll
dominate.
regret it.
You are welcome here.
If I kill these hostile ones, can I keep these guys alive? Everyone, dogpile that sorceress,
Speak
please.
your mind.
Boo says,
Fall at each other
"Why?"
and feed the earth.
Gotcha good.
Okay, nothing immediately happening, which suggests we will need to
Yep.
kill the couple of dominated ones. Meantime, let's have a look at what you dropped. +1, +2, whatever.
My mind's even foggier than usual.
Yeah, I know, it's
Really?
been it. AC7? Eh. Not particularly good magic items.
Hello. You betcha.
You point, make way,
Let your
villainy.
I go.
Hero coming
What's up?
through.
Yeah, I wonder if this would be allow me to set the time trap. If this will
Traps
work.
down. Watch your feet.
That is a new Ren line. Yep, and look at that. So, let's see how this works. Isolation, that's triggered. Can you hit them? You can hit them while time is stopped. And that is nice. And you seem to be hitting them really reliably too. I don't think these guys are too high level though.
Your need.
Jahira, cast power attack. See if you can do something funny today.
For goodness!
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're... Okay, you definitely attacked then, but I do not think that hit.
Minsk and Boo stand
Need something?
So everyone just
Sure
run
thing.
away,
Yes.
except Jahira. Keep trying to swat him. Never mind, you just killed him. So we didn't
Yep,
really get to see
can
how that
do.
one works. Alright, so we killed those Termish folks, but the playhouse is now full of etiquettes
Hello.
and kobolds.
No problem.
Hopefully that is an acceptable alternative.
I trust all is well.
Very excited about being part of this play.
Is this important?
So I'd be so happy to be part of an acting troupe. This play is wonderful, beautiful. Happy I met Higgold. This is new dialogue at least.
I trust all is well.
Excited to be part of this play. It's going to be remembered fondly by anyone who sees if things continue this well. They don't seem to be bothered by these Termish folks dying outside though. You have nothing at all to say, Ketrick.
You look like a good enough sort.
Everything is going so well. This is going to be a wonderful play. I know it. So excited I could pee.
So long as
Thea,
you're polite,
why
I
was
shall
troops being part
tolerate
of?
you.
Truly they deserve my presence here. Do well with this play, I
Well
think.
met and welcome.
Wonderful. Everyone's butting heads all the time. There's this feeling that we're doing something great. Well, the actors seem to be thinking things are going well.
What's up?
Yeah, nothing else to salvage here, probably. I'll check these items, but... Studded leather armor +2, +1. Whatever, maybe I can flog that to someone.
Need something? Consider it done.
Fear that life is never dull.
Most excellent, Ren. You get rid of these barbarian pests. It will take at least a day to clean up, though. We still have dress rehearsal tomorrow. We'll need you as our patron to see the trial before we open. So come any time tomorrow, and we shall be ready. Oh, that's near at least. Dress rehearsal? Yeah, I will be there then. Yeah, I do think we'll just be hanging around here to see if we can reach the conclusion of this quest before we continue on any further.
Yep.
For now, my friends, I do believe that is probably it for today. So, thank you very much for watching. We did a bit more wrap-up, bit more cleanup, slew a dragon, and a vampire. Finally got Bodhi. Everyone has the soul back. We're in the high levels now, which is also very exciting. And yeah, I shall see you all next time, next Sunday, the 12th, where we shall be continuing off where we left off. Like I said, probably trying to see if we can clean up this Five Flagons Playhouse stuff. Then headed down to talk to some elves. And don't know if we'll be finishing up Shadows of Arm next stream. No real idea how long this final chapter is going to go. I don't know how much it will comprise. It might just be a few encounters. It might be like an entire series of dungeons that could take a while. But we're definitely entering the end game. It's exciting. So excited. Yeah. I think that's about it. So thank you much. Thank you very much. Any potential VOD watchers out there who've made it this far. And I shall, I hope, see you all next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.